Yeah, update day.
What?
New Wii titles.
What? I'm in the bathroom.
Update day for the Wii shopping channel.
It's funny because normally they do it at midnight, but it's like 11. It's like 11:15. What time is it in Japan? Fucking turn that up. I love that grooving. What kind of music is that? Like a bossa nova beat?
Makes me really want to just croon it.
This is such a danceable song. You know what we should do? We should write a song for our act with titles of Wii games.
Oh, I like it.
Because everybody knows about the Wii Shopping Channel,
Yeah.
and everybody loves to shop on it every Wednesday. So what we'll do is we'll write a theme song for the Wii Shopping Channel. Watch this. Watch this. You can sing to the titles of the Super Mario RPG, Super Mario 3, Mega Man, Neo Turf Masters, Breakin' Star. You know what I mean, Jared?
Yeah.
Like every start, you say the lyrics of the.
Let me try. Super Mario RPG, Sonic the Hedgehog, Donkey Kong 3, Adventures of Lolo 1 and 2, King's Knight, Dig Dug, Juman Fu, Harvest Moon.
You write this song?
Link Puzzle Pokemon, Toe Jam and Earl and Panic on Funkotron. Castlevania, Fatal Fury, Ninja Chuchu, Mario Comet, Razor Blazing, Lasers, Basis Loaded, Mega Turrican, Cybernator, Rolling Thunder, Dynastic Hero, Bubble Bobble, Double Double Dragon F-Zero.
I get it. You memorized the song.
Zero X and Donkey Kong Jr. Math, Ninja Gaiden 1, Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Gaiden 3. Cruising USA.
Wow! No!
Well, so technically we've been recording, but I can start when we acknowledge that we're recording here.
I refuse to acknowledge it.
That's a fair play. It's someone's got to though. It's episode 28.
Nope.
I'm actually not sure. So I'm gonna scroll on my phone. Yes. Our last episode was episode 27, which was on March 5th, 2025, with Cole.
Dang, I wasn't even 21 yet.
Yeah. You're so young.
What a wee lad.
Yeah, it was a hot while. So we
I'm
took.
about to be the Taylor Swift age.
Oh shit. Yeah. So I had that thought recently. Not that I'm about to be, because I've done Bennett, but I feel like the years have been passing at like a pretty steady rate. But I've had this weird sensation, and I'm like only realizing it now because I'm gonna be 23 in like less than a week now. I feel like I've been 22 for like 4 years.
I feel you. This year's, at least for me, it felt very like simultaneously it's gone by so fast, especially the last like few months of 2025.
Yeah.
But also, like, I don't know, there are parts of it where it's like, okay, it actually does seem like a year ago was like New Year's.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I don't know. It's been weird. Yeah, I guess all this stuff is like inferred, I guess, because of the upload date or whatever. And also, I don't know when this is gonna go up, but we were gonna. It's now January 4th, 2026, so the new year just happened. We were gonna maybe record an episode to put out on our fucking, and obviously we know this because we're us. I'm just saying it for the video. Is we were gonna record like a third anniversary. Is it second? What would that be? No, I guess it would be second anniversary, because obviously the debut isn't an anniversary of anything. That's like 0. I got super fucking sick. So the show stops when I'm sick, not for Aaron though. Aaron is sick but is soldiering on.
I mean, I'm okay. I went through a whole Like one of my other online friend groups we just did a Secret Santa like a few hours ago,
Oh, nice.
and I like was really low energy at first, but I regained it, and I was like getting up on my camera, and like they're like Aaron, you should go in the back and like be Golden Freddy. So I was like flickering my light, like sitting on the
You
Yeah,
became Golden Freddy.
yeah.
that's
But
fucking
yeah,
awesome.
so I kind of did use up my energy there, but definitely not for talking. I can go all day, all
That's-
night. But I probably sound a little nasally because I'm stuffy, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's fair. I just took a nice healthy swig of water because I mean I said it to y'all too. It's not terribly interesting. My throat got like scratched up, so I've been a bit like I feel like my voice sounds deeper. Maybe not now. I think it did like a week ago when I was in the thick of it. Um, but I'm
Last
chilling.
time we did strangercast, that was a song.
Yeah, that was probably particular. That was probably some kind of relevant. Was the
Yeah.
from the screen to the pen to the men.
Bro, you never do the order right, and Loki pisses me off.
I've never listened to it. I've only gotten it from Aiden saying it like
I
he's
know.
a
And
scribe.
Aiden fucks it up too.
He does?
It's from the screen to the ring to the pen to the king.
I feel like Aiden said that.
He is not.
No, he leads with from the pen, doesn't he? Like
Yeah.
from the pen. He like says it like he's making a royal decree. I love it.
It's a funny bit, but like he always fucks it up. And the fact that I know the song, like
If Aiden's playing that fucking Shogun Total War, we should absolutely call him, right? Because like he'd probably show up,
probably.
and I feel like to come
Yeah.
back to Stranger Cast, like we have to have him. I mean, we only just started. He can show up at some point. I only have two things on my list of things to talk about for this episode. One, it's just because like one of these we probably would have talked about a lot more if we were there, or if we were recording for it. But the Switch 2 has since come out.
Oh yeah,
Mid.
it's been a lot actually.
I mean, it's since come out so much that it was half a year ago now, which is fucking crazy. Because that was in June, and it's about to be, I guess tomorrow it'll be 6 months from when it came out.
Okay.
And it's pretty dope. The Mario Kart's really fun until it's a little boring. And the Donkey Kong game is pretty fun until it's kind of boring.
Legends EA is fun until it's boring.
Well, so I'm gonna be honest. I guess I should talk about that. But you know what's so funny about that? I don't know. Has it been this long that any of my shit talking of ZA hasn't made it into a podcast yet?
100%. ZA came out this year.
Well, I know, but
I don't
like,
think we did a single.
yeah, but like, had no trailer came out where I thought it looked bad. I guess that didn't really happen until we saw more footage of it. I don't know if that had happened yet or not. Well, so at least that like chapter of my hypocrisy isn't recorded because I can tell you now, kind of having a really good time playing Legends EA.
My analysis for that game is if they didn't change the battle system, I would have really enjoyed it.
Well, so that was like the case I had made against it. Is like from the footage, I'm like, this battle system looks like it sucks. It's not fun. The thing beyond that, because the Legends series, like with Legends Arceus, obviously, and stuff like, and now with this, like it's like a experimentative side series slash like kind of main series, but it's like side series. It's like exists in like this middle spot because it's more main series than like fucking Mystery Dungeon or something that's like a proper spin-off. But like these play sort of like real games and connect with them and share Pokemon between them and stuff. But I think the reason I was like particularly butthurt about the combat changes is because they brought back Megas, which is like the fan favorite battle mechanic in the game that they changed how battles work. That was like my problem. And the battle seemed fucking boring. Playing it now, I'm gonna be honest, kind of don't care. Because like, something I haven't done is I haven't done the ranked battles online. Playing that type of combat system with other people, that seems boring. But for like NPC, like Pokemon battles where you're just kind of trying to get through it anyway, it's basically what's different is like you're just spamming your moves, like you're just clicking buttons kind of, and it's instead of
Yeah.
like turn based. So it's kind of just trainer making it just makes trainer battles faster, which is fine. So it doesn't suck as it doesn't suck eggs as much as I thought it looked like it would. Um, and I think I think it's also fine because I didn't buy the game, and that's I had been saying like I'd play it if it was given to me, and so I
I mean,
was
I
like,
pirated it.
yeah, well, so that works too. But so then I was just like, hey, Christmas, someone in the fam want to hook me up, and they did. So
Oh yeah.
I don't have to feel like a piece of shit for buying a $70. It's actually not bad.
I didn't want Nintendo to gain anything from me playing this game. So the fact that they still gained money from you playing it.
Is what it is.
They're still convinced this was a good idea.
But like they're gonna stay that way. I'm not gonna be one of the dickheads. Like I sure I don't. Again, I don't think it was in. This was when we were out of recording proximity, but there's like a Reddit thread from like this year, not this year anymore, from like maybe 2025, where a guy is like, I'm still on strike, or I'm still protesting the release of Sword and Shield, so I still haven't bought it. I'm like, buddy, they've made like 4 Pokemon games since Sword and Shield. Like you're protesting that game isn't gonna make. Not only would it not have made a fucking difference when that game was new, it's definitely not making a
Yeah.
difference now. That's like me saying I'm protesting the release of like Mario Party 8, which was like a fucking Wii game. Like what that doesn't. I get that that's maybe also kind of a bad example.
Bro, I'm protesting the release of the Sega Saturn. I don't know about you.
Like I could see then the counterpoint though, where it's like, well, yeah, but they're not still releasing those. Like I get that they would still be making like modern money on their current system off of Sword and Shield, but same deal. It's like someone protesting the release of Breath of the Wild. Then that still then makes as much sense. Like it's
Yeah,
just
that game was
silly.
good. Why would
Well,
anyone protest that?
I know, but like that's like,
Well, no, actually, no, wait, no, going back. Yeah, no, we're gonna protest it because that's $70 DLC they put out.
that's Tears of the Kingdom.
Wait, really?
No, it's not.
It is.
People said the sequel that was a common criticism of Tears of the Kingdom, the sequel to Breath of the Wild, is that it felt like or looked like $70. Like it looked like DLC for the base game. So they called it $70 DLC because that was also the first time they like started these like higher prices. Um,
Yeah.
it's not. It's
It
not.
is.
It's not amazing though. It's like
The fact how that game was even in the running for the game of the year at any point was honestly astounding in itself.
because what the fuck else did they put out? I mean, it's like it was still.
They put out it was that and like Mario Wonder.
And I'm pretty sure both of those got nominated. It doesn't necessarily like obviously Breath of the Wild and Odyssey, which also got nominated, were like better games, but like it's still like one of the big hitters company wise, and those are like those are their big titles. So I'm not surprised that it got nominated. But I don't know. I think the Game Awards are dumb. Also though, in the same way that like the Oscars are dumb or whatever. Um, but Game Awards a little more so. I guess because they're just smaller. Um,
I mean, people have ruined the anime awards.
God,
Still
didn't
salty about that.
didn't that
Fucking
did Solo
Aura
Leveling
Farming
win anime?
Simulator, yeah.
Did that
Yeah,
win
it
like
won anime of the year.
that like won? Oh my God, that's so funny that it did.
It won the
Which one?
overall anime of the year over Free Ren, which is literally being talked about as one of the greatest animes of all time.
Yeah, that's really fucking
Like the
funny.
first anime to ever even stand close to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah,
And fucking Aura Farming Simulator.
if that's kind of a sign of the state of things. Yeah,
I I know I mentioned this to you where this like the last year or two has been me learning that maybe gatekeeping isn't a bad thing.
yeah,
I now understand why people don't like it when stuff becomes popular. Anime becoming popular is a weird one, and honestly, I don't like it.
I feel
Like,
yeah.
you.
I don't like I'd rather be called a weirdo and a freak for watching anime than like seeing it in the real world.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point.
Well, because like
Um,
if I
That
meet
and Berserk becoming popular was awful. I hate that because it's not because it's a great anime with a great story and everything. It has become like gym bro gear, where TikTok is now just constantly like trying to get me to buy stuff. Berserk workout gear, Berserk workout bag, Berserk
yeah,
sweatbands. Like, dude,
it's like a alpha male image like icon thingy now. It's like shitty or like a
the
low look.
funniest in my
Yeah,
mind was the fucking AI, like the bad AI videos they're trying to do on top of it.
yeah.
It was the stereotypical AI voice. It's Guts running in. I need something really cool for my desk ornament. It's this really shitty made 3D printed hand that just happens to have the symbol on it. And it's like, actually, wait. Speaking of the TikTok shop, have y'all gotten the? Did y'all ever get the necklace recommended to you like last week or
I
something?
didn't, but Molly and Madeline did, and they were having a big thing about it. Yeah, Steven did
It
tell
was
that.
literally it was a swastika necklace that was on
What?
the
Yeah,
front page of the TikTok
that
shop
just
for
like
like a
somehow
whole
like
day.
super caught the algo. Yeah, that was bad. I didn't see it for
That's
myself, but
Because
insane.
people were probably set because one person probably sent it to their friends, they interacted with it, and then it became like
Yeah.
the number one thing. Because like obviously, because hell, I took a screenshot and I sent it to people. Like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah.
yeah,
Dude, that I don't even have TikTok, so that's like crazy that like there's parts of the internet that I just completely like missed out on. Like I did not have any idea that that happened at all. That's insane.
yeah.
TikTok Shop has kind of become its own thing. No, it's actually no, sorry, that's not even the right word. It's like just completely unmoderated. No one checks what's being sold because I've gotten ads for shrooms, weed, pocket pussies,
Oh,
guns. Like they don't give a fuck what's
guns.
on the TikTok shop.
I haven't seen
Yeah, and
guns.
that's sorry.
No, it's just I haven't seen guns. That's really funny.
And they're being marketed as was it replica cosplay weaponry,
Mm.
but they don't have an orange tip on them, which either means it's a real gun or it's not following any type of like actual legal guidelines for selling.
Yeah,
Because any like non-actual automatic weapon has to have an orange tip, so it isn't confused for a real
Yeah.
gun.
yeah.
Dude, I feel like so many things are just like unmoderated. I mean, because I mean I don't have TikTok, but I do have Instagram, and like my brother
Oh
will
yeah.
like watch Instagram Reels all the
Fucking
time,
Instagram Reels is
and
like a
like,
war zone.
dude, it's insane. Like sometimes I'll just see like a video of like a dude's like I don't even want to say it,
Jesus
but
bless. Jesus bless you.
Oh my, that came through.
Yeah.
but like I don't know. I feel like it's so not moderated what's on there. Like more than half of it is just like the N word, and then occasional like AI something, and then occasional like someone getting like their hand cut off or something. I'm like,
Yeah.
brother, like I can't. Like why I don't watch Instagram Reels anymore.
Yeah, Instagram Reels is like a very degenerate chunk of the internet. It's just insane.
Yeah.
Oh,
I never used it, but Aiden's showing us like the comment
oh
sections on
yeah,
those
it's
Instagram
vile.
reels.
It's real bad. It's like mainstream fucking 4chan. You know what I mean? Like just that level.
Yeah.
The reel that always sticks in the front of my brain to like to sort of exemplify what Reels sort of is was like I think I found it when I was hanging out with you and Aiden and Steve. But it's this video. It's like caught in the middle of the action. It's this guy in the fucking woods screaming, running from like this boar, and he fucking shoots it in the head with a shotgun.
Oh my God.
And
Honestly,
it's like not AI. It's not fake. It's totally real. Like this guy is like running for his life, screams, turns, and fucking puts the animal. It's insane.
Oh my God. I have never seen that
It
before.
was. It's like
Brady, can that be the intro today?
if I, dude, for one, no. Not that I'm a
What?
po. Well, just because I wouldn't be able to find it, but that's really funny. I would make it the outro.
If I find a link to the video,
If you find it, yeah, I'll make it the outro. Um, or I'll just at least put it in. It's just that was really fucking funny. It was like so shocking, but it wasn't like very gory either because it wasn't super high camera quality, and it's not like it like exploded. It just like went down. It's just so like there was no prep time or like anything. You just got chucked right in the middle of it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I feel like that is just a good way to describe how like Reels really just is. You're just kind of chucked in the middle of something you did not agree to.
Yeah. Reels is very whack.
But I'm lucky enough to where I feel like I mean, I don't really watch Instagram Reels, like, and if I do, it's like for maybe like 7 minutes, and then I'm like, all right, like I don't know. I'm kind of lucky for this, but I feel like I have a very like anti, like brain rot like brain,
It's
because
good.
every time like I feel like it's like draining me, I'm like, all right, I cannot do this anymore. So like I'll stop watching after like 5 minutes. But
Yeah.
I feel like when I do though, like the very rare occasions that I do, I've like mostly tailored it to be like just like guitar stuff or like uh I don't know, funny vines or something. But
Yeah.
my brother's, on the other hand, is a completely different monstrosity.
God. Yeah, my TikTok, I've been on TikTok so much. Just so much. Um, and at this point my algorithm is very fully like 20% music and then like 80% like gender envy simulator. It's just like really cool, like pretty woman after pretty person. It's just like over and over, like really cool outfits and stuff. Um, yeah. TikTok understands my predicament very clearly. Well, because that's the other thing too, is like the TikTok shop is all like women's clothing. Like that's all my recommendations.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So I don't know if that's like you know what too? Like I kind of honestly never a common like a very 2010s criticism of social media was the thing of like, oh, like people always post the best versions of themselves and like it makes you
Yeah.
insecure and blah blah blah. I kind of I don't think I understood that concept or like related to it until like this month with this stuff, because I get how like what they're feeding me, what the content, what like the algorithm is feeding me is like can depress me as much as it's motivating me. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I didn't understand that like being envious of other people on your social media page thing until this. Um, so
Yeah.
that's
But no,
been
for sure. It's definitely a thing. I've never suffered from that, luckily, but it's totally a
yeah,
thing. And then also the thing of like people, I mean, like what you said, like it's like you kind of just see what people will want you to see of them in their
yeah,
lives, I guess. So it's very like, especially nowadays with just the way that algorithms like work and like literally anything like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, like it's all just like tailored to you, I guess.
yeah,
It's kind of scary in a way. I don't
yeah.
know.
And there's definitely like I don't think all of like I think part of the reason I didn't quite understand or relate to that idea of like, oh, people are posting the best version of themselves is because it made it sound like that was like the goal. I don't know if people are usually conscious of that idea. Is that like, oh, I'm only gonna post like my highlights or whatever. Um, or like it just made it sound like the framing made it sound like everyone is like being manipulative or hiding something by like posting
Yeah,
good shit, which like that's not
which is not
really
always the
how that
case.
works
Yeah.
either. I'm sure there's like I mean nothing's black or white like that. Like I'm sure there's traces of that, but um I don't know. I've just been enjoying TikTok a lot, and I've been trying to post more because I had a really good patch from like October to November of like posting pretty consistently, and then I was like getting attention for it, which like compared to any of my other sharing artwork online endeavors, like it was like 0 to 100. Like Instagram was like felt like talking to a brick wall. Twitter was absolutely like just throwing something into the void, or maybe Twitter was more of a brick wall. Instagram felt like a void, I guess. Um, just nothing at all. But like TikTok, like a bad TikTok is still like a couple hundred views, and like 20
Yeah,
likes.
I think we might have had a conversation about this like maybe like a few weeks ago or something, but like I feel like TikTok is definitely the best app if you want like exposure for
Absolutely,
sure.
yeah. And yeah, I don't know. So my
I think that's the new route to like, especially for more than actual like digital artists. I'd say like music artists.
oh,
Yeah,
absolutely,
for
music
sure. That's
artists.
like
Like the top 100 nowadays is just whatever is trending on TikTok.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
When
because
people
that's
like,
Aaron, you got some ideas for your band?
yeah, no, exactly. That's the thing is we, I remember our old drummer, not our current drummer, but our old one used to post stuff on the TikTok and like, they were like they were telling us like come to New Jersey and like, it's definitely really good for exposure
yeah.
and like just anything, especially like what Steve said, like music. So that's totally. I mean, there's another band that I just joined where like the singer, she
Band
will post.
horns.
She actually just posted one of me and her doing a 21 Pilots song,
Oh
like
shit.
acoustically. It was
Send?
cool. Yeah, I'll send it. I don't have TikTok though, so I'll send the real. But yeah,
What
I just
song
have
did
a
you
favorite
cover?
drummer. But yeah, no. Anyway, but I guess my point was is
I'll go
like
fuck
it's
myself, I guess.
huge.
No, well, it's because
Wait, what's it?
we talked at the same time. That was why.
I said, what song did you cover?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't even hear you.
I'll just go kill myself. It's okay.
We did Trees. It's my favorite one.
Oh my. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you did like what? Was that? Is that self-titled or regional best?
Uh,
I don't think which album that's
it's
from.
Vessel, I'm pretty sure. Because that one was like always my favorite album.
Nice.
Is your uh is your Instagram still the
Oh,
one from like years ago?
probably.
I think this is like your art thing.
You get the egg sense of that one.
Okay. And then is Messiah. Oh wait, you don't have a Instagram anymore, right?
Yeah, no, I'm clean.
Bro
Okay.
blew up Instagram.
Um, yeah, I had like a
Message is unavailable. This content may have been deleted by its owner or hidden by their privacy settings.
oh, do they have a private Insta?
Oh no.
You can
Dang,
always,
hopefully not. I mean, she's like the singer of our band. I feel like she like posts to like good exposure a lot. I don't
yeah.
know. Is her account private?
What's the account name?
Sorry about the detour.
Plug it.
Yeah, Leah Barrientos music. Very talented vocalist. If y'all want to follow my band, just for the like 5 people watching.
Yeah, it's private.
Oh shoot. Okay. Well, darn.
All right, I'll follow her.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Tell her I'll be back now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you find the TikTok account, TikTok accounts can't be private. So
Yeah, they can.
Really?
can they?
Yeah.
TikTok accounts can be private. Videos can be
Yes.
private. They're like friends only.
Full accounts can be privated.
I didn't know that. I thought that was like one of the cool things about. Well, I get why. I was gonna say I think that's one of the cool things about TikTok, because if that's an uncool thing about other platforms, but I get why it's there. Um, I've just never seen that before. That's nudes to me. The Switch 2 was on my list of things to talk about. The only other thing that was there was something that I was gonna maybe do and then make it a surprise for y'all, like the rest of the cast. But like, and I'll probably still do it at some point, if not like soon.
Well, then don't spoil it.
Right? Like I just don't know how interesting. Like it's a cool idea. I don't know how big a deal. Like I don't know how much more worth it would be if I like wait to make it a surprise. You know what I mean? That's all. Like
Make a surprise.
and then make like bringing this up just like a null chunk of the conversation, making it awkward.
Yep.
That's fair.
Congratulations.
I'm excited for whatever it'll be.
I feel like I should say it.
No,
I feel like Aiden would say to say it. I'm gonna call him.
I think you're.
Yeah, we
I
gotta
think
get him
you're a
in.
bitch. You can't think for herself.
Well, I just need strength in numbers. he is still yeah, he's heavy
Is
into
he
the
gaming?
Shogun life. It's still ringing.
Your call has been forwarded
Ah.
to voicemail.
Did you just do two?
Yeah,
That's insane. Well, so then we must have, dude, we literally must have hit call at the same time then.
I clicked call like and I immediately got sent to the thing.
Oh, okay. Well,
That
that's.
shit didn't ring. Let me try again.
I was gonna say it's because I was I was ringing for me. If that's how that works, that's really funny. I'm really happy to be making this again. Like, not that it,
Yeah, me
you know.
too.
Your call has been forwarded
Oh,
to
rip.
voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
I gotta leave. I gotta leave a message.
Yeah, do it, do it.
I'll leave it for Solar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Not that it like takes a lot to make it, because like at any moment, like we could catch ourselves and like flip on the recording and just go. But anytime, because like I said, like Rooster Teeth podcasts have been my background noise again. Anytime that happens, I think about strangercast now. It's just become like very closely. It's become a very close mental association.
Yeah, I love doing the cast. I feel like there's a lot of like there's been a lot of funny things that have happened. I remember watching the what was like the episode where we were like on crack basically the whole time.
The one where there's
Oh,
like
the million overlays. And,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's 25. That's
I remember listening to that like semi recently, like a few months ago, like 2 months ago.
I don't think
I don't think Aiden listens to my voicemails anymore. By the way.
probably not.
No, because remember the I can't remember where it was the fucking the Nutter Butter TikTok.
Oh
dive or whatever.
God.
So no,
Wasn't he like
doesn't
mad? I
listen
think
to,
he
like,
was.
Butter butter?
I think he was like mad
he got
about
le-
that.
He got legitimately mad at me because I kept mentioning Nutter Butters. He fucking hates when I mention Nutter Butter now.
Oh God.
Oh, one of these episodes, we're just gonna link Aiden's Instagram and we're gonna tell everyone to fucking spam his comments with Nutter Butter.
He did just type. He's texting now in side chat, so he'll probably pull up. Oh,
Hopefully.
I feel like something came in my head. I didn't know what it was. I had like a thought.
It's me.
Shit's got some serious arc to end up there.
Yeah. Well, it went in my ear. He was fucking my ear.
Bro,
That's
I-
gross.
Like, early in December, I got like a new brand of edibles that I tried out.
Uh-huh.
Legitimately, I want them to make like non-edible. These are just really good gummies. Like,
Oh, right, really?
not even like in
Yeah.
a non-edible like way. I just
Yeah.
want to snack on these normally.
That's awesome.
And I can't believe, like, I always forget that I did used to, like, smoke and do edibles for, like, a very short period of time.
Well,
I
you
think it
went to
only
the
lasted for,
fucking
like, 3 months.
hospital. Usually the hospital trip is when people stop.
Yeah. Did I ever tell that story on strangercast? Like, I feel like I somehow never did, even though that was, like, a huge thing that happened last year. Or I guess technically 2 years ago now.
I feel like it would have been around the time we were casting too. I don't know.
It was, like, August of 24, I think.
Oh, maybe we weren't. Yeah, no, that was when we were off actually.
Was it?
Yeah.
Basically, I just went to the hospital because, like, I don't know. I really, I don't know. I won't
I mean,
name any names, but I feel like I was a very like I was a newbie, right? And so I was not to blame anybody, but I feel like I was not very properly what's it called? Like taken care of, I guess, or like taught about how much I should take or whatever.
yeah.
And so, edibles, just for anyone who like doesn't know, like usually that takes like way longer for it to like kick in. But like when it did, like it hits like a truck. So I swear it was like 3 hours of like barely anything, if anything at all. And so I was like, okay, so I'm gonna eat more because I feel like I,
Yeah.
I'm not feeling anything. It's been like 3 hours almost. And then I woke up at like 5 a.m. with like a heart rate of like 190 or something,
Jesus.
and it was crazy. So, yeah. and then they had to like what's it called? Sedate me. Uh, and then the first thing I did when I got back home after that like semi-traumatic experience, instead of letting my body rest like I probably should have, I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to like write music because it's like
Yeah.
like when am I ever gonna like get this like emotional like weird feeling again?
Yeah.
Like thinking I might have was going to die maybe, but then like not really. And it was just such a weird time and I made like a few songs. They're kind of bad now looking back on it. Like I wouldn't release it or anything, but I mean, it's unique because like it's like a time capsule of like what I was feeling in that moment.
Absolutely. I think that's like a
But yeah,
cool. I just think for any purpose, whether like the time is like significant or insignificant, like I really like, in my experience, having art as like a benchmark for time. Like I can
yeah,
associate like usually month to month with like this thing I made, and I'm like, okay, I remember. I don't know. Like I think that's kind of like scrapbooking without intentionally scrapbooking. I just like leaving a timeline behind, I guess.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Like I like that I picked up the habit of writing the date on stuff I draw on paper. So like a lot of, and there'll be like little patches where I forget or like fall out of the habit. But every time I write the date now, I think about like seeing that in like 10 years or something every time I write the date.
Yeah,
Um,
100%. I used to do that too when I drew like traditionally,
yeah.
which I haven't really drawn in a while in general, but I used to do like only traditional
Mhm.
drawings. And I would like almost always write the date.
Yeah, it's cool because I mean, like, it would still be cool anyway. But it's funny how much it's just like a secret little code that like adds so much context. Um, because it's funny how much more you could like probably piece together about like a thing if it has the date on
Yeah.
it. Like, there's just a lot of context that can like explain where you were at straight up when you made it, and like, yeah, shit's cool.
Yeah.
And I guess because I appreciate so much looking back at things already at like this stage, like I love looking back at old art, and I love that like for digital art I've gotten like real particular about organizing things and all that. Like I just because I'm already appreciating looking back like 5 years, I do a lot of things now with that thought. Like looking back on 2021 now kind of deal, and then in 2031 looking back on 2026, like it's like trippy, but like it'll go by that
Yeah,
fast, and
it's
then I'll have it like semi documented.
it's kind of crazy like a little bit of like a side note, but like I'm realizing now that it's 2026, like in a few months we all well, okay, with the exception of like you, Stephen, Aiden, of course, like
Yeah.
I basically like I met you guys 5 years ago
Was
almost.
it not 6 years ago?
Or was it?
It was
Oh wait, no,
COVID,
you're
yeah.
right. So I
Which I
this is
mean,
gonna sound
even
too
even that COVID is 6 years ago is fucking absurd. But like,
I know. I cannot wrap my head around that. Like, okay, 5 years ago, it's like, sure, I could kind of wrap my head around that, but 6 years ago, like anything more than five is like,
It's
jeez.
not real.
Yeah.
COVID never happened anymore. We're
Honestly,
at
like,
that
I feel
stage
like
in
it
life
did,
now.
it caused like a weird, I feel like I remember so much of quarantine and COVID, but it just feels like a completely different life, you know? Like, I kind of like, it feels like this weird period of time where like time just kind of stopped for a while until things got back to normal. Like it felt like I'm somehow missing a year or two of my life, but at the same time, I still remember like so much of what happened,
yeah,
like 2020, 2021. It's weird. It's like I just lived in an alternate universe for like 2 years and then went back.
it
That's what it
definitely
feels like.
for me it feels like 2020, 2021, and 2022 are like this weird schmear like thing where
Yeah,
like maybe
sure.
together with their powers combined they make like 2 years total or something like that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's something weird like that. And I also definitely have literally no recollection of 2019. Um, and like I remember years. I'm sure I remember like moments from years before that, but my memory of like time with years as a benchmark, it kind of actually weirdly feels like it started in 2020. Because like I I can have some memories and then piece it to 2018 or like 20, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
my year to year memory doesn't get it's 2020 onwards kind of deal. Like I everything before that in terms of associating it, like, it just I don't know. It's just that. Like I don't remember my day to day of like 2015, but I have a decent.
2015, we're still in fucking
True,
middle
actually.
school. I could tell your
Yeah, I was
daily
in like fifth grade.
routine was show up to school, put on plug DJ,
Yeah, yeah, but like
draw stick figures.
I mean, it's not like high school was like a terribly for me at least. It's not like high school. I was doing a whole lot of different things. Like I just and I mean there are bits of high school that are still like fuzzy in terms of like my routine there, but like well like the school itself part is kind of fuzzier than I'd like it to be. The fab part is very clear, is pretty crystal clear. The like Discord part, um, yeah. It just those 3 years. I don't think I had much that like characterized those years individually from each other. But like 2023 feels like it can stand on its own. 2024 can definitely stand on its own. 2025 can definitely stand on its own. Like, yeah,
Yeah, I feel like I'm I don't know. I mean, I guess like 2015 and before that, I was like I guess too young to like remember like a lot of specific memories. So like that kind of gets a little jumbled together,
yeah,
in general at least. And then after that was like very clear, like 2016 to like 2019 for me, it was very like very memorable. And then 2020 and onward has also been very memorable, but also it's like it just I don't it's just such a weird thing to describe, but I feel like everybody kind of feels it in one way or another, like of just like it just doesn't feel real. It's
yeah.
weird.
I
But it
don't
kind
like
of
the
does
whole
at the same time.
concept of time being linear. I want to go back more often than I want to go forward.
Mm.
Yeah, man. Okay, because I remember meeting uh God, technically I met Jay in like 2019, technically. But we didn't like talk outside of just like messaging each other a little bit.
Yeah,
Then, dude, if I didn't like do one random like uh what even was it? It was like a drawing challenge. It was like drawing people's like OC things.
yeah.
If I like didn't do just one of those, I would not be here right now. That's so crazy to me.
I know. Do you? I think she like advertised the server on her like story, and then we get that's how we
She did.
got you and Comic to join, like in sort of like back to
Yeah,
back.
Yeah,
crazy.
a lot of freaks joined that time too.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Well, so that's the trippy stretch of time too. Is I'm pretty sure she and I started talking. I think like end of 2018, maybe. Maybe. Yes, because that was when Smash came out, and she has like, I mean, not that I don't remember this, but she has like decently clear memories, or she's brought it up of like me spamming about being hyped for Smash Ultimate on my Instagram story. Um, it was like that. So that would have been the beginning of I guess high school for me. I'm pretty sure that's when that fell. Yeah. Steve, did we graduate
2017 was middle school.
2017? And so
Yeah, I
then
was in
like
17.
the end of 2017 is when we
2020.
started high school, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then that was sophomore year of high school is when Jay and I started talking. Um, so that's the weirdness, like all the weird time shit. Is we met when we were 15,
Oh my
and
God.
now we're entering 23.
Yeah, I met you guys when I was 16. Actually, no. Wait, yeah. I just turned 16 because it was 2020.
Yeah,
I am
and
now going to turn 22 in like 3 months.
it's also like the weird
Crazy.
passage of time thing where like Ella is older than
Oh
when
God.
Jay and I met.
Dude, I
Like,
remember being like 9.
yeah,
So I got something on my YouTube about it, and I don't know why. Have you guys ever wanted to try like one of those MREs, like the army
Yes,
ones?
100%. Like if I was given the opportunity, I totally would just to
M-
try it.
MRE?
Yeah, meals ready to eat. It's like the shit that they use in the army for their meals.
I'm not.
It's just like a bag of like it's food, but
It's
it's
a
like
it's a bag of basically a bunch of dehydrated food.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha. Well, just like trying it, like eating it, like see how it tastes.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think there was a Rooster Teeth podcast episode where they tried like army rations or something. Um, sure. I think that's a thought. Is like it's just isn't it like just like very very densely packed calories, so you can like be space
yeah,
efficient, and you're just
the
eating like
nutrients.
you're eating like a
Yeah.
calorie puck. Um, yeah.
Now part of me wants to try one again. I'm back. I'm back.
Eh?
You tried one before though?
I've never tried. No, I want to say every other year. I'm like, I want to try an MRE, and it's like, why the fuck would I want to try an MRE? I could get like real food. Well, no, I could DoorDash McDonald's right now,
Ooh.
but
And pay like
I could do that, but
$400.
like for $20 billion.
Well, also like, are these like expensive? Like you, it's like a snack, no? Like
They're
what are you
no,
gonna?
they're full meals.
Well, no,
Like
I
I'm
know,
looking on.
but like how you would, like you're saying, like I want to try this, like it's good, like it's of some great cost. You know what I mean?
It might be personal costs. I don't know what that shit will do to my insides.
I think it'll just, you
I don't
know,
eat the same crayons that the United States Marines do.
mm,
I do a different brand.
I see,
They get name brand Crayola. I get like the CVS version.
I see, I see. Good
I've been
lord.
munching on the Craytonas.
What yo guys, what flavor or what color crayon tastes the best?
Uh, I've only ever had green, so I don't really have much of a basis to like
So
go off of other than that
green,
one.
Burnt sienna.
Brady, burnt sienna.
If we're
Oh
taking like
fucking
what color would taste best, like just from looking at the color.
what color crayon tastes best?
Ooh,
I
oh
was always
man,
partial to red, you know. Can't go wrong.
oh man. Maybe like a yeah, like a pinkish red. I don't even know. Uh,
Like like a nice magenta, you know, like
yeah,
I'd
yeah,
probably
for
pick
sure.
I'd probably pick like a blue kind of color if you had me a pack right now to eat.
Yeah, my first
fair.
thought was like a mint thing.
I'm thinking like blue raz,
Oh wait, that's so true.
right?
Raspberry is like my favorite kind of like most things candy, like
My
jelly.
favorite crayon.
Speaking of, I just fucking had today. So I another development in my life that's happened off cast is I really like Celsius energy drinks.
The dark
I never had
side.
them.
Yeah, I think around I want to say around September is when I started drinking them. Um, and they're quite good. Now I've got sort of a routine where after work, sometimes before, but like there's a 7-Eleven real close. Um, and so sometimes if I was like really hungry or whatever after work, I'd get like a 2 for 3 for like the little taquitos and then like a small Slurpee or something, and that would be like $5 to just have like a nice little snack like little thing. But they also
Yeah.
have Celsius is for like 350 or something, but then it's like a 2 for 475 or something, like kind of nice like that. It's like 2 for $5 basically. Um, and I get this flavor a lot called retro vibe. So because they have like regular ass like clinical looking flavors, where it's just like grape, pomegranate, uh, it's just like sort of plain shit. But then they've got their vibes series. Those are fancy. Those are like all good and tasty and fun. Um, and I like retro vibe. So they say what the flavor is. I'm pretty sure retro vibe. I like googled it yesterday because now I'm curious what it was. Um, retro vibe Celsius. They say it's fuck um s- sparkling sherbet slush or whatever. Um, it tastes like Skittles soda. It's like it's really
Okay.
good. It's like too good to be true level good. Um, but like it's not one of the more common Celsius flavors. Um, like not every store sells them. Ones I see very often, like peach vibe is really good, and it just tastes like sort of peach. Tropical vibe is pretty neat. It's kind of fruity. Those are pretty common. Retro vibe ain't super common. This 7-Eleven has retro vibe, so I usually get 2 for $5 retro vibe and I leave. This last time, yesterday, after work, I got a retro vibe. And then for my second one, I'm like, you know what? I should go back to like trying different flavors because I haven't had all the vibes and I was getting them all and then ranking them. So I just got Astro Vibe. The whole reason I bring all of this up is because I said blue crayons would taste like blue raz, and so Astro Vibe is sparkling blue raz is the flavor. It was pretty good. And maybe it's just because it's like new or different compared to some of the other flavors I've had more often. But I would also rank it like pretty high in the vibe so far. It says right now I put it at number 4 out of the 8 Celsius flavors I've had. But I'd maybe push it up. I don't know. It's that.
Dude, I gotta do.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Well, it's just that problem when it comes to being experimentative with like tasting things is like it's the problem with getting a regular is like eventually like you're trying different things and eventually you find something so good that you're put in this place between deciding of getting like the thing you really really like or trying something different like to continue experimenting but therefore denying you that opportunity to just have the thing you know is amazing. So I think that's why I stopped getting different flavors for a while once I just found a consistent retro. But maybe I'll go back to trying different things.
I always have been like an Arizona like
Hell
kind of
yeah.
guy. So like I've made it like a thing to just try every single flavor possible.
Nice.
'Cause they have so many flavors.
Hmm.
I just want to try like all of them. And they have they have a Rizzler flavor.
Oh,
Crazy. I have not had it yet.
Flash him
I
on the
don't even know
screen
if
real
you can
quick when
get
he
it like
says
in
that.
gas station.
it's
Wait,
like,
what's up?
what'd you just do?
I said just flash the Rizzler on the screen when he says
Oh,
that.
that'd be
by
funny.
the
Yeah.
way.
All right, I'll consider doing that. Kid,
Wow, wow.
it's like the kid. That's like it's got him on
Yeah.
the can or something maybe. Or
They like worked with him to like make a flavor that he liked or whatever.
that's fun. I guess he must have just been like an Arizona fan, and then
Yeah. They did something with like I remember seeing on like Instagram something about like Tyler the Creator as well. I don't know what it was. It's related to Arizona stuff. But anyway,
oh,
I
I
want to make
think
like a whole
yeah. Go on.
tier list of every single Arizona thing. Right now, my favorite one, people would kill me for this. Like friends that also want to try
Hmm.
every flavor. I like there's like a cherry limeade one. That one's probably my favorite. At least
Hmm.
very up there. Uh, yeah, that's probably my favorite.
They do. I know exactly what you're talking about. Um, because Tyler the Creator's fashion brand is called Golf Wang. Um,
Yeah.
and they made I did see this. They made Golf Wang Arizona cans.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, yeah, those are dope. Um, he's I think he announced like the end of Golf Wang though. Like I think whatever the last drop was of like clothing and stuff, he said like he's like closing the project after that.
Will clipped his wings.
I gotta get some golf wang before it goes away.
I kind of feel like I should get something. I mean, there's like regular Tyler merch and stuff, but I think some of it's like kind of pricey because I think he's as much as he's like passionate about music, he's also really likes like fashion, but like designer stuff. Like he likes
Yeah.
or like he wants to make stuff that's like among like Gucci and Chanel and all that kind of thing, which is like cool. Like I like that he's interested in multiple things. Um, actually, they sell like they have a Golf Wang Arizona t-shirt, but like that's $50.
Honestly, maybe I'll. Yeah.
So like that's cool, but like Jesus.
I really let Aaron go. Like maybe y'all up no.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. There's a fucking Letterman jacket that's $220. I mean, I guess those are like kind of get up there though. Yeah, it's just very pricey wear. Um, and I'm sure it's like high quality or whatever, but like these jeans are $130.
Bro, some like Timu quality shit.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's a cool, it's like a cool side project situation. I guess not side project. It's like another one of his like,
That's something.
yeah. It's just like you know, cool, but I'm not dropping that on that.
I honestly feel bad for the kid. He's infinitely richer than me, but like,
Yeah, no, I feel bad too because it's like imagine like because I feel like his whole life, not to just, I mean, I can't speak for him, but I feel like he just kind of, I don't know, from like that young of an age, just kind of has to like be this like online celebrity like character that's like not actually the real him, very obviously, and like
See,
just doing that since you're like a kid, like I don't know, it's kind of like conditioning.
I do get
Sad.
that, like that thought, especially with kids in like the spotlight as like micro celebrities or whatever on the internet in general. I kind of feel like in the case of him, and I haven't been following him closely. Like I didn't even know he had this Arizona
Yeah,
thing,
I only did because I'm following the Arizona Instagram.
but like it kind of feels like because I don't know. It's not like it feels like his celebrity appearances. He's just kind of hanging out, like he is just being like
Yeah,
some 9-year old kid or whatever. So
yeah, that's true.
I don't
He doesn't
know.
seem like really like stressed or like depressed
Yeah,
or anything, you
because
know?
it doesn't feel like he's trying to like. Because it's not like he's like an actor, or like a musician. Like he's not putting on a performance or like trying to be something different. He's just like kind of just like really regular ass kid with kind of like a cool vibe. Um, so I don't know. I mean, I same. It's still though. It's like a weird psychological thing to put a kid through because I'm sure now they're also like loaded and like
Yeah.
I
you'll
don't
never
know.
see a cent of it.
But I went to Costco like literally like a week ago with
We're
like my
Costco
friends.
guys.
Yeah. Apparently they live in Florida, according to one of them. I don't know if that's true.
I was really hoping you were about to say they live in Costco. They're just like camping out.
Yeah. No, they've always lived at Costco.
Of course, you're gonna get the double chunk chocolate cookie.
See, one of my happy developments in my life is that never found its way onto my TikTok feed. I was like totally out of the loop of that part of culture.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I never got them, but I got the videos making fun of them.
Oh, gotcha.
I only know of things just because like people IRL will just say something and I don't understand it. I'm like, what are you saying? And then they'll explain it in depth, and then I know.
Mm. Oh shit.
Arizona. Crazy.
What's the
What?
Rizzler berry? I was gonna say what's the flavor, but
Oh yeah. But dude, I just want to do like a tier list of every single flavor.
yeah,
I've
that'd be
tried a
dope.
lot of them. I feel like.
I didn't even know they had like that many. I mean, I knew there's like the regular like kind of tea gamut of like oh there's like green tea and half and blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
they have
I feel
cool
like they have a lot
cans
more
too.
juice flavors than tea.
I see.
But maybe one day on the cast, I'll do a tier list.
Oh yeah.
I really want to just be like a really bad quality video of just Aaron chugging in Arizona and be like, see.
Yeah.
It's like Elf where like burps for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? How was your Christmas
Maybe I'll
eve?
make a video like that. Oh yeah. It was good. I got a really good it's called an audio interface and I can
Ooh,
basically record like my guitar or vocals or both at the same time directly to my laptop. So
that's
that's
sick.
nice. It's
That's
like
sick as
way
fuck.
more convenient. Instead of having to use like fake MIDI guitars now,
Yeah.
or like recording it with like a crappy mic and then having to like mix it well to make it like sound actually okay in the song. It's like Brady, some of the songs that I made like on those albums were like that's exactly what I did is I'd like play the guitar like and put a mic up to like the guitar.
Yeah.
It would I don't know. It sounds way better than it used to now. So
Awesome. Hell yeah.
uh yeah. How about y'all?
Just kind of chilled. I'm not. I'm 2 for 2. Last year and this year, there was a family member who had to crash out at Christmas Eve.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Like what level of I mean, not to get like two, but like what level of crash out?
Last year, my uncle got really fucking drunk and got like went on this big thing about how he's the black sheep and stuff. And at one point, my grandma made him sit in the snow outside for him to
Jesus.
cool
My
off.
God.
Wow.
Um, and this year, my cousin was sober, and so she crashed out. We're still not sure what she was necessarily mad about because she started yelling about stuff that no one said. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm not 2 for 2 on Christmas Eve crash outs. So
Hey, let's
see
turn
if we
those
can,
crash outs into cash outs though. Get that bag.
let's keep those streaks going.
Holy shit. Um, yeah, I don't know. Christmas was good. Felt kind of fast.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch
I
Home
agree.
Alone. That was like trippy.
Yeah, I didn't even watch anything.
But I think it was
I don't think I
because
watched a single Christmas movie this year.
most of it happened like week of. I mean, shit was definitely on in the house, but I guess I started working, and like that would do it. Because I just totally December was really fucking fast for me.
I agree. Like the more the year went on, like the less and less, like the faster and faster time went, basically. I feel like October, November, December was just so unbelievably fast.
Yeah,
The summer was like a little fast, but it was like still some time to like breathe. And the beginning of the year honestly felt kind of a little too long for me. It's kind of crazy.
yeah, I'd say so too. I mean, this year felt like kind of like multiple years, which I guess would line up with that
Yeah.
thing about feeling like I've been 22 for a long time. Um,
I don't
Yeah.
know about you.
I'm free Shabakadu. Um, I don't know, especially because like in the first, this was a weird. I mean, school year too, especially the second semester because that was graduating, but then like in the months leading up to it, it was like in the span of like a week, I like stopped talking to someone significant, started talking to someone significant again, or like came back and met a new person. You know what I mean? There was like I don't know. In the same week that I like met Pugs, I also like started to, like Jay and I talked again, and then like the stuff with Josie just kind of like went quiet. It was just like a lot of like big people in the like last couple of years that like well I mean obviously in Jay's case a lot more than the last couple of years, but just I don't know. It was just a lot of like life and like people shit that happened in the first half of the year
Yeah.
and then graduating
People do
and
be
then I
shitting.
just like it was that thing again too where like August came and then I like during college August was like my least favorite month of the year like pretty consistently because I was just sort of getting like really antsy and I was ready to go back to like having like a routine and stuff. But then obviously this August came and went and then it became September and then October and then November. I'm just really glad to be working now because now I'm like going to bed and waking up at better times and I'm on like a schedule. Um, so I feel really good about like this year and like just starting it and stuff. I'm happy too because my perspective on what this beginning of the year should be has kind of changed. Because a lot of people, and I think I just feel this way because I'm seeing more and more people talk about this. But you know how like there's always like a ton of pressure on the new year and like the resolutions and like a new start, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. People very wisely point out, I'm seeing it, the conversation happen more and more that like it's kind of weird for this like huge fresh start energy renewal to happen in January, which is usually like a pretty dull, like low energy, kind of like lower key point of the year. And so the perspective I like that I'm seeing more of and I'm kind of wanting to adopt for myself is like it's unrealistic to think like January 1st you're gonna like reinvent yourself and like boom. Especially if you think of yourself as kind of like wanting to be more in tune with nature, like just the rhythm of like Earth, because like the days are still really short and shit. people said like it's kind of better for January. Like I like the idea of January, February, maybe kind of more, some of March, to almost sort of be like a planning phase, and not to just sit there and plan for 2.5 months of what you're going to do for the rest of the year. Because by that point, you're a quarter of the way through. Um, Maybe just January can like be considered planning, but I like the idea of like building yourself up, and then or like sort of creating a nice foundation, and then spring comes and the sun's out more and days are longer and it's nicer out, and then like in my case, because I'm sure in Florida the weather's a little different, but like in the case here, like a good January thing to do is like to be more active. You know what I mean? Like I'd like to, or and something that I'd be inclined to do in the new year is like, oh, I want to be more active. I want to like take more walks and stuff. I don't want to do that in January. It's fucking freezing. So to like sort of take stock and like plan and like get yourself into like nice like sort of chill routines, and then in time for nature's kind of new year, that's kind of dope. I like that. So that's kind of the perspective I've had. So I like it because January now feels, I mean, we're 4 days in, but January feels more low key to me now, which I like, instead of
Yeah.
feeling like a big deal.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like at least for me, like in my head, like I guess January has always felt a little more like low key for some reason. I don't know why, but just like I mean like mentally,
Yeah.
maybe not as much because it's like I feel like that is a weird like effect of people being like, okay, it's a new year, we gotta like, think about what we want to change and like our aspirations and our New Year's resolutions or whatever. But like, I don't know. I think that January has always been like kind of like my chill month of just like, I just got through like because the holidays for me like October, November, December, where it's got like Halloween, Thanksgiving, like Christmas, all that stuff. I feel like I kind of have like a chance to just kind of breathe for a little bit
Yeah, for sure.
and just kind of like uh, what's the word? At least mentally, kind of just like hibernate and then
Yeah.
just kind of think about like not overthink, but just like think about like what I want to do,
Yeah.
which I feel like it's kind of nice sometimes.
Yeah. I like that a lot. I think that is what January should be. And I'm sure there are a lot of people who do make it chiller. But I guess it's that thought. Like it really ought to be, because again, it's like you said, coming out of the holidays, which is usually like a high intensity, very involved point of the year.
Yeah.
Um, but like for some people, like the resolutions thing is like sort of something you think about in between
Yeah, it's like kind of a
from
daunting
like
task.
December 26th to 31st, and then it's like, well, I got to start. Like there's a lot of people that it's like, all right, like a
Yeah.
race or like a marathon starts today instead of like marathon training and then starting a
Yeah.
marathon a couple months in. Um, I don't know. I like it. I couldn't tell you what it's going to be because we're not there yet. You know what I mean? It's only 4 days into the January. I just feel like I like the idea that this year is going to feel unique in like my approach to it, or just how it's going to feel to me, passage of time wise, maybe. Um, I don't know. I'm very much in like a mode, like a wired mode, because I spent a lot of December and like kind of the late bit of November, most of December. I kind of just had my head down and I was working, and then I just wasn't really like, I just really wasn't like focused in, and like a lot, my art brain felt very foggy and like just stuff in general. So I was just kind of just hanging out and like working and like not thinking too much and then going to sleep and blah blah blah. Um, it really feels like in the last couple days of the year I like woke up, um, which has been fun, and I feel like I've been doing a decent job, semi, of like keeping the energy going and like staying awake, because that's always the worst, is like having like a big breakthrough or like a big energy thing and like not capitalizing it, or like just being inspired and not capitalizing it. I despise that. It's like one
Yeah.
of the worst feelings ever, because it sucks so bad when you want it and you don't have it. But you don't always use it when you get it either. Like it's just like some people are better at like working without it, and then when they get inspired it helps, but they can still like with discipline like keep going on. I'm not a disciplined person, which is fine, but like you gotta like learn how to work with however you function. Um, yeah, I don't know, but I've been jazzed about a lot of art stuff and just like plans and like direction for the year. Because I want this year to be a lot of doing things. And I've probably said this the last couple of years because I've complained for a long time about feeling like I do a lot of thinking and not a lot of doing. Or I do a lot of planning and not a lot of making, all that. And, you know, there's some
I
amount of
feel
me
it.
that, yeah, and there's some amount of me that's always going to feel like that because it's very easy to like sort of warp your memories and fog up a lot of the work you have done or like a lot of the things
Yeah,
you have
it's
made.
very easy to feel like you need to do more, even if you have done a lot. I feel like it's
Yeah.
always easy to just feel like you should be doing more or something.
Yeah, you can always I don't think there can ever really be like a ceiling for the standard you hold yourself at. You know what I mean? Like you can always keep
Yeah,
raising it. Um Even if like you had like one of the best days of your life or whatever. Like
yeah, literally.
it's yeah. So that I'm trying to get better at. I'm also trying to get better at like not counting like my scope for what counts as productive is bigger, which I like. Because again, I would rather make things than just sit around thinking or planning. But if I'm planning or in a bit more of a productive way, then I still sometimes am like, okay, I didn't have to draw today because I did scribble out some idea. I did like write down some ideas and like work through something, or like I have a neat thing I could change here, blah blah blah. Um, because I've been carrying around. I I don't know. I guess it's been for like a year now. Um, I've been carrying around these little notebooks, like little line books. Um, and I started doing it with the intent of just being able to draw anywhere, and I still do that sometimes. And sometimes it helps if like I think my thought was like if I had a thing I really immediately needed to visualize, I could like sketch it there. That hasn't usually actually been the major use of it. It's been a lot of just doodling to like use that muscle. Um, but then more recently, I've been doing a lot of writing ideas and just like offloading my thoughts into it because I've complained a lot about like feeling like I have like a lot of brain fog and like I'm thinking about too many things at once and I just can't focus and blah blah blah. And it was something I had already been keeping these books, but it was something I had seen Aaron Hansen talk about because he has ADHD and so he like talks a lot about how he like works with that. And I don't think I have ADHD, but I do also think I can like relate to aspects of people who do. And
Yeah, for
then
sure.
so then I and so like I because I was talking with like a person in Pug Server about it. Because like self-diagnosing doesn't have to be a bad thing, because if like if like you just want to understand yourself or be able to work with yourself, and you see other people that are dealing with things that feel relatable, even if you're not given like the same, even if you don't have the exact same thing, it could be like there are aspects of having ADHD that like feel relatable to me or whatever, that kind of thing. So I
Yeah.
think that's fine. Like identify with if it helps you like work your shit out or like work with yourself, that's great. You should absolutely kind of do that and like draw comparisons and like look into it. Um but he has a similar practice sort of with carrying a book around, and he refers to it as a waste book. Um and he straight up it's for that, it's for clearing the mental fog. Because the analogy I used a lot was feeling like my brain was like an internet browser, and that every thought was like a new tab I opened, and it felt like all I was doing was opening tabs, and I had forgotten how to close tabs. So I was just like managing all of that, or like it was just using too much bandwidth. It was just like, really shitty. So I think I've gotten better at actually offloading those thoughts into the book and like closing tabs. Like that's felt nice. Um, and that feels productive because like I think I used to be a little bit more conservative with even bothering to write, and maybe it was something subconscious about like I'm not going to bother writing unless it's good, like which is silly, especially in this case because it's just like notes or thoughts that I'm scribbling down. But I think it would maybe be like a hesitance to write something down if it was going to change. So maybe it's like my will to like want to work through an entire idea before even pursuing it. That's always a problem, pitfall I fall into. And just applying that to thoughts, I have no fucking clue. But I like that I could just not even have like a finished thought and just like start writing about it or just scribbling what I've got in my head, and maybe it'll like clear it out or make it. I don't know. It's just it's been nice. And sometimes if I just have some like good pages down in that book, I can like count that day as productive sort of in the brain. Um, Especially if it's like a day I'm working anyway. So like maybe I'm kind of tired, or like I've had 8 hours of the day taken away that I can't necessarily like be at my computer or like draw. Um, yeah. Although now that we're not in the holiday season anymore, um, I have been able to like it's the because it was a toy store, or it is a toy store. So like obviously December is
Was a toy
yeah.
store.
So obviously December is
I blew up the building.
it's not there anymore. Obviously December is kind of a hell of a time to start working at a toy store because that's like the craziest,
Yeah.
busiest time. But I kind of like that that's when I started because I feel like that like now that doesn't seem so bad, and now
Yeah. Now
regular
you just have to do it more chill.
yeah, and now regular activity is kind of even better. And almost the frustrating part kind of became like finding a way to kill the time better. But I'm friendly enough with the coworkers that like with the right combination of them, we can sort of just chat for most of the shift. Um, so that's nice. And now I'm having moments where like it's dead enough and like the shop is kind of tidy enough so I can just like write or draw a little bit. So that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've just had this big artistic energy renewal drive, big feeling. And I don't want it to be this thing where I'm putting a lot of pressure on January. It's just I'm very excited. So I've got like a lot of I just feel inspired heavily in a way that I
Yeah,
feel like I
that's a good
haven't.
thing.
Yeah, and it just in a way that I feel like I haven't felt that heavily inspired in kind of in a little while. Um, so I just want to be like smart about channeling it and keeping the momentum going and stuff. So I don't just like from inaction, I don't like kill it a weekend. Um, so that's been fun. It's been the return of the stranger. Um, which like that was like one of my first like era playlists things.
Terrifying thought for some people.
What?
The stranger's back.
Yeah. um yeah. But I don't know if you remember that, Aaron, where like that was like my name on things, and then like I had that
Yeah.
I think there was like some photo where I had like glasses or something. Um yeah. It's like the first playlist of that was like end of 2022, beginning of 2023. And then it got a sequel, which was like sort of unprecedented. And that was sort of the end of 2024. Sort of like that summer to that winter fall. And now it's back again. So like a sort of theme running across 3 playlists, or it having like 2 sequels, that's not happened before. But it's just cool because that was sort of like the whole thought, like artistic thought behind the playlist. Like it's always been like kind of abstract, but it was just sort of like a feeling characterized a lot by feeling, or it was like an era characterized a lot by like feeling confident and like sure of myself and motivated and like kind of clear. So that's kind of a cool thing to line up with like the new year and like getting like kind of a fresh start and stuff.
Yeah.
I've been jazzed.
Yeah, I kind of have been as well in like a mostly similar way. Although I'm my thing is just like music and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like 2025 was a huge year for my music, like getting started with stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, like I've had a lot of growth, I guess.
Mhm.
Like maybe not exactly like publicly. The people that go to our shows are like maybe a few strangers, but like mostly friends, like as of now. But like like we got to play. There's this pretty big deal place in Orlando. It's called the Conduit,
Yeah.
and it's like kind of like apparently like notoriously hard to get into nowadays, and like it's kind of crazy because I saw this like guitarist dude that I've been like watching on YouTube. You remember when I used to like listen to like when we were all like really into Three Houses, and I would listen to like God Shattering Star, but it was like a metal version.
It was Family
Uh,
Jewels, right?
yeah, it was Family Jewels. I got to meet him.
Fucking sick.
We, yeah, dude, we have a little. There's a picture of me and him and my friend on Instagram. It's pretty cool.
Holy shit.
Uh, and yeah, but it's crazy though. It's like literally like a week later, I got to like play on the exact same stage.
That's
Um,
really fucking sick.
yeah. So like, I don't know how that happened, but that's pretty crazy. And then there's also other bands that I'm really into that have played there because they're either like from Florida or they like went on a tour in Florida. There's a band called Not Enough Space. They're really good.
Hmm.
Uh, and they played. They're just like thinking about that I've been on the same stage as them is kind of insane.
That's
So I
huge.
feel like
Yeah.
yeah, like that's you know like I definitely did not have the same like crowds as they did, but like regardless, like that was still like a pretty huge achievement. And like I feel like 2025 for me was very like I think it helped me build like my stage presence and like just everything related to like the bands, and I feel like I got better at playing guitar uh just from doing it like literally every week.
Yeah.
Uh and yeah, so I feel like this year is definitely going to be the year that like because actually in on January 10th we're going to have our final show, one of the bands. That's been
Really?
going on for like 2 years now. Yeah. We're all gonna break off and do our own. I mean, some of us will still be together, like doing stuff in other bands, but like we're gonna break off and do like our serious stuff now, I guess. So I feel like 2026 is gonna be the year of like, all right, we're like actually taking everything seriously now. Like we're
Yeah.
really gonna push for like exposure, getting ourselves out there, and like you know, basically just that.
Yeah. I I love how much, I don't know. This is like mush. I love you a lot, dude. Cause
Oh,
like
you too. I love you guys.
just
I'm
so
just getting emotional now.
yeah, well, cause it's also just so often, and I guess like that'll just happen when you're like friends with people and like relate to them a lot and stuff. But I just kind of love how often I feel like we parallel. Um,
Yeah,
cause
for
like
sure.
exactly what you're saying is exactly how I feel in terms of like what I want from this year with me with like art and creativity and stuff. Is like this is like me taking it seriously. Um,
Yeah,
and like really wanting to like build something. Like this is the year of like making. I've been doing so much thinking and planning and like practicing and stuff. Like this is where I want to like build the foundation of something that'll like last beyond 2026.
yeah. I think the important part is like, like you said, like yeah, like definitely capitalize on like when you feel inspired, but also like, don't like pressure yourself too much and like just have like fun with it above all, in my opinion, because I feel
Yeah,
like that's gonna be like the most natural like way that you just keep that inspiration like flowing. At least for me in music, like I just write stuff and I'm like, oh, I really like this, and like, and there's always gonna be days where like there'll be stuff that I make that I'm like not gonna keep at the end of the day, but I mean it's still just the process of getting there and like figuring out eventually with time
yeah,
like what do I want to have in this song, and like even if it changes a lot along the way, and like I just basically I always find like if I'm not having fun with it, then I'm definitely less inspired.
yeah, totally. I I put a lot of value in like because you said like you don't want to put too much pressure on yourself. You want to have fun and like you want to do what feels right. I think and I've already kind of done this, but I definitely will continue to do it. Is I feel like I put a lot of value on myself as an artist, as like a thing that's being built as well. Like regardless of like specific projects, like I think about the body of work, quote unquote, a lot. Where like anything I'm doing or I feel strongly about feels productive because it's building this timeline that I'm leaving behind. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
so there are specific projects like Channel 7 or Metal Arc or stuff that like I want to build, and No Surprises, like stuff that I want to build that sometimes I'll feel very passionate about and other times I won't always feel very passionate about. But the like common denominator with any of those projects is that I'm the one making them or like I'm a part of it. And so like regardless of the specific project, that's a larger thing that's being built upon all the time. Um, and I think that's the most important thing. And like that goes for like any creative like person that's creating anything, kind of, we're like,
Yeah, sure.
yeah. I just like I like that a lot, and so I see that a lot in other artists that I follow, whether it's like visual artists or musicians. Like I usually, if I like art, I usually really want to know more about the person who made it, or and like beyond the thing they made that I like, I usually become more invested in the maker. Um,
Yeah, I agree. I feel like that's a huge like thing about like uh a music as well. Like I feel like people definitely, I my favorite band for like the longest time, I guess kind of still is the System of a Down.
yeah,
But like at a certain point, it's like more about like, I start looking into it and like I learn about like why they wrote these songs or like, or like watching little interviews and like I become much more invested in like the mind of the person, I guess.
yeah,
Uh
totally.
like see like what helped create that.
Yeah. Like I get some people have their perspective of art too, where like they don't like sometimes you hear a song you like and you actually don't necessarily want to know the context because you like your
Yeah.
interpretation of it, or like you like that it's open. So there's some of that applies, and I get some of that. Um, but I don't know. I just I really I created a list at some point. Um, that was just called like my inspirations, and so it was just if I felt strongly that like a someone like influenced me in that way, I started putting it on the list. And so I started the list with Bernie Burns, who's the reason why we're here making the show, kind of, because he was the founder of Rooster Teeth and he did all his podcasts and stuff. And us starting this podcast, we like had lined up with his return to podcasting, all that. Um, love that. Aaron Hansen was obviously the second person on the list, and it's a long list now. But something I've keyed into a lot with some of these people is I really like project-based creatives, or like project-based artists or thinkers or blah blah blah, because I think that's how I think, is I feel like I'm a project-based creative, which I guess anyone kind of is, like
I would
any.
say I kind of am as well.
Yeah, and I it's that's broad because like on a technical sense, any artist who makes multiple things, like those are projects, and yeah, but like that's sometimes it's like a flow of work, you know what I mean? Like I guess there's any different number of ways you can like look at it or characterize it or categorize it or any of that. Um, but I love projects, and I love like eras, and like I don't know. So it is abstract, so sometimes it's tricky to describe. Yeah, I don't
I mean,
know. It's mhm.
sorry, I was just gonna say like I feel like I'm definitely like the way that I look at it of like project based artists is like because I definitely consider myself that because I'm a musician but I also have different projects. I mean kind of like how Tyler has like the golf wing. Like
Yeah,
I've got like a horror series going on right now when like I'm a musician normally, right?
yeah,
Like on my YouTube channel. So it's like there's both of those and then like I like to experiment with different genres. So like, there's like a hyperpop album that like I'm still kind of making,
hell yeah,
and then like the especially the In Between Life one. I mean, In Between Death was definitely very like I don't know. I feel like all those songs went hard because they were all like like battle themes kind of was the
yeah,
vibe. But like In Between Life might be a better album in my opinion for me because it was such a like I really put myself in like a headspace of like
hmm,
the music and like the way it's gonna sound is gonna be very like spacey and ambient and like it's like something you'd have to like the album's more of like an experience than just listening to like just one song,
yeah,
you know? I mean, which you still totally can do, but like I don't know, the whole overarching like theme of it. So like I kind of look at that album as like most project E album that I've done so far,
yeah,
and I really like it for that reason. But I've got multiple stuff going on right now, some of which is not music. I don't know. It's cool.
yeah. I guess that's I keyed into multiple good examples there, where like for one, Tyler Critter is also another really good example, where even album to album, he tries to like characterize them all so differently. where like he usually
Yeah.
puts on like a different character or like persona or like sort of look for each one, and like sometimes there's like pretty extreme experimentation in sound, but it's also pretty consistently him throughout. Or like it's that same dude where like he is the common denominator, but he's like building multiple angles of himself kind of thing. I always love that. I love the like reinterpreting self in what you're making or whatever.
Yeah.
But then also that's a thing you had pointed out that I liked, where like not all of your projects are even music. Like, I guess it's that where I have this pull to want to do so many different things. Not all of it is drawing. Um, a lot of it isn't drawing, and like I'm really fascinated by creatives who work similarly. I mean, obviously, like Aaron had animation projects and he had music projects and he has the video series project. Like
Yeah.
he's done a lot of
He's
different
got Game
things.
Grumps, he's got Starbomb, he's got like
Yeah,
the animated stuff on Newgrounds.
and I mean, Bernie founding Rooster Teeth, that is a production company, which is a major umbrella project built to like house infinite amount of sub projects, and there ended up being
Yeah,
like a
kind of
hundred.
like Smosh, I guess.
Yeah, um, and there's a new one that I've been so fascinated with, and he's not. I've not never heard of him before, but I've only started like following him actively in the last like month. But it's the case too where like you know how there's like this thing common thread sort of where like guys like Toby Fox, maybe kind of Alex Hirsch, Neil Cicerega. There's like these guys on the internet that like have made a million things and like a lot of different things. So like there's a lot of people like you may all like there's like tons of people that may be familiar with this dude's work and like they don't overlap. I just yeah. There's this guy it's a pair of brothers, but it's mainly this one guy. His name is Hank Green, and he's got a brother named John Green.
Oh my God, wait, it's like yeah, I love them.
Yes, yeah. And so they've done it's their
Like the Crash Course stuff.
yes.
It's cool.
Hank Green did Crash Course, which is I think where I first heard of him was like maybe in high school, middle school, and then kind of high school. Like some teachers instead of teaching would put on Crash Course
Yes, I
history
remember
videos.
that so well. In like
Yeah,
my like US government class or like science classes.
yeah. Um, and so that's just one of like plenty of things both of those guys have done. Um, both of them have like written multiple books, but like that book it was like huge. I can't remember when it came out, but John Green wrote The Fault in Our Stars, which like became that movie and stuff. Um, it was about that like young couple. It's like a romance, and like it's like these two like maybe teens that like also have cancer. There's like something real heavy, but like that was a big hit. Um, like you'd have to go like they made VidCon. I forgot about that. They founded VidCon.
Really?
Yeah.
That
That's such a crazy
it's
connection.
crazy.
Like
Yeah, I know.
I never would have guessed that's what the fuck you're about to say.
Yeah.
know.
Well, so that's what's so cool is like both of them definitely only because I've been watching more of Hank's videos than John's, so I can't speak for John as much. But like Hank Green is one of the most prolific internet project-based creatives like that, where it's exactly what you said, Steve. Where like the next thing, like you just have no idea what's going to come next with what he's done. It's like so cool. And I've been like frantically searching for any of the videos he has where he talks about stuff like that. And there's one. I watch a lot of YouTube videos and then like I rewatch a lot of YouTube videos. Obviously with stuff like Game Grumps Rooster Teeth, it's like reruns of old shows basically is how I treat it. But I don't think it's often that like I watch like I don't know. It's just that it's like a 15-minute video and I've watched it like probably 10 times and I first watched it like 2 weeks ago. And it's just 15 minutes long sort of and it's him talking about I think it's called like don't follow your dreams, follow your tools. Um he was like in the reason he made the video. Yeah, so he made this like 4 months ago. He was like had an interview and like someone asked him about like his process or whatever, and that was what he had said. And so he wanted to like make a more of like a video elaborating on that. And despite me saying I watched it 10 times, I'm not going to be able to like recite it very well, or like I'm gonna have to paraphrase, but like he well, so like I don't know, for one, he says like he doesn't have like really like dreams or like goals or like aspirations particularly. Like he said he kind of used to, but the way he's fallen into doing things now is he does like a lot of his projects are like charity or like trying to like better people, like help people and stuff. So he usually starts a project by like finding a problem and then figuring out how he can tackle it with his tool set. And so your tools are just obviously like, for one, what you have available to you, like your computer and like your guitar and like your phone and like your writing ability, that kind of thing. And within like your skills too. So like your knowledge of X and Y and like your talents and all that. So a point he like reiterates multiple times too, though, is that like you are part of your tool set and like kind of one of the most important tools in your tool set, which is kind of lines up with what I was saying earlier about how like I think there's a lot of value in building the artists, like building yourself as an artist rather like alongside just projects that are kind of not you, or like separated from you technically, you know what I mean? So that I like a lot, and like I understand a lot the perspective of that, of like you are one of you, not only are you a part of your own tool set, which kind of makes sense because you are just the one doing all this, but you've built X amount of years of life experience and like you've learned things and like you have common sense and like you have problem solving skills developed now and that kind of thing. Like I get that a lot. Because I kind of feel like I feel a lot more confident in my ability to like figure something out when presented with it than I did like 4 years ago. You know, like I feel a lot more capable just kind of in general now of like various things. I definitely feel a lot more strongly now that like a lot of the things I want to do aren't like things I'll do at some point. Like I just spent so many years. It's that thought. I guess it's that logic where like back in elementary school, I knew like, okay, once I'm done with elementary school, I have 3 years of middle school, then 4 years of high school, then 4 years of college, and then whatever comes after that. I didn't know what came after that because for one, I'm in elementary school, but I also kind of assumed that's something that gets figured. Like I would have known by that point. But then I get to the end of the 21-ish years of life that have been sort of laid out for me roughly in a structure, and I don't know what happens after that. And I didn't figure out, by the time it was time to face that, I hadn't figured it out what was next. And I think that's where some of the floating head fogginess, sort of like lostness of the second half of this year came from. Or 2025, because now it's not this year anymore. And I think that's what's so refreshing about that's where a lot of like the fog clearing feeling comes from, is I feel like what I want to do this year is like, again, saying I want to like build foundations and stuff and start building something that'll last beyond this year. I'm doing the what comes after the 21 to 22 years that I knew were going to happen. You know what I mean? Because I knew everything. Not that I had to go to college, or not that like things had to play out the way they did, but things played out the way I assumed they were going to play out. Where I went through high school and then I went through college and then something happened after. And I'm like, that something that happens after doesn't come to you, you know? I mean, there could be a thing where like there's opportunities and then you have to like be proactive to grab them or like pursue those opportunities or like make them a part of your plan or whatever. But I feel like now I'm building the thing that comes next, or like this is it.
Yeah.
I'm making it. That's what's like very energizing and like just big and motivating about this feeling and like going into this new year.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same.
Yeah. It's dope. And so then the other thing I liked too about the Hank Green "Don't Follow Your Dreams, Follow Your Tools" video, so the tool set thing, because he said he did two things. He does that, he follows his tools, and then the other thing he phrased is that, because again, they're like, how do you get all this stuff done? How do you do all these projects? He goes, for one, I follow my tools, I use my tools. And so this is another point he says too, is that often when he pursues a project, he doesn't actually have the tools. And this makes sense, is that you don't usually have all the tools you need to complete a project before even starting it. That's where I stop. That's where I stop short a lot. And I don't think I actually think of it straight up that way, but that's kind of a backwards explanation. Is that a lot of projects don't get pursued because I'm like waiting to know how to do all of it before even starting.
Yeah.
You learn on the job a lot. I need to learn on the job.
Yeah, like I mean, not to just keep talking about music, but I mean, I feel like that's a huge uh
Yeah.
like comparison for that. Like, you know, I didn't really have money or like a way to just like I don't know. I started off playing guitar like this crappy little like $100 guitar, uh, which 100 sounds like a lot, but you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
guitar wise, it's definitely not. But you know, I started off with that like at like 13. Like I had no idea what I was doing, but I would just learn songs by ear.
Yeah.
Now I'm here.
And that's you follow your tools, you know what I mean? Like you just kind of make do with what you got. And usually
Yeah,
we can
now
do
I have
a,
much better gear.
usually we can do a lot more with what we have than we realize.
Yeah.
That's been another big thing. So I've had that, like, I know what I'll do, assuming I would know what comes next after college. Like assuming that knowledge would come to me and that path would come to me instead of me having to build the path. So I've learned that now. Another thing I learned or took for granted, I think, these last couple of years, and I've been learning now since like 2024 or 2023-ish, maybe, definitely a lot in 2025, I learned, is that all the things I want to do, I basically have the means to do now.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I take for granted that I have a laptop right in front of me and I have an iPad with a drawing pad, like I didn't have these things 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have these things kind of in semi in high school. Definitely
Yeah,
not in like
I
middle
remember
school or before that.
being excited when I got my first like Wacom like drawing thing.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Because it just like
But I still drew before that, you know?
yeah. And those tools, you know, comparatively are a lot simpler than a tool like a car or like a home. You know what I mean? Like those are
Yeah.
huge big deal tools. Like these are relatively humble tools. I mean, it's still, you know, but like I can I can start building my own Rooster Teeth or whatever the fuck, or like I can Channel 7 absolutely can everything I want Channel 7 to be. I can do. I can make Metal Arc. I can make No Surprises. Like I have the means in front of me. I do have to learn on the job, but like I don't think there's a whole lot I need to like prepare first to start. For it's just yeah. So there's that is understanding. This video has just done a lot for me in like helping figure all this out about myself because now I have a lot better idea of what that tool set means and that I've actually had it and I've had the means of doing a lot of these things kind of for a couple of years now. And so I interrupted myself. The 2 points he makes, for one, follow your tools. The second thing he says he does is that the way he phrased it is that he falls downhill. So like a lot of people use the analogy of like, oh, you just gotta like push that rock up the boulder, you know, you gotta keep like momentum, keep building up.
Yeah.
Falls downhill is basically like, because he says like some people have discipline and like they can get up every day at like a certain time and like do the thing, and he says like I can't even get up in the morning to like take a nice walk before like it gets too hot out or that kind of thing. He's like I don't
Yeah.
even have the self-discipline to do that. And so he says like I know he's you good?
Yeah, sorry.
He says like I know what he's like I know what I'm working with. Like I know what I'm capable of doing and not capable of doing or blah blah blah. But like so he literally, after me spending the last couple of years like sort of getting on myself and like sort of self-shaming a lot about the building. I've done a lot of like I don't know if it's self-pity, I don't know if it's self-criticizing, I don't know if it's self-shaming, I don't know what the term for it would be. But I've done a lot of like negative thinking about myself and how I've built myself to be a person that does the bare minimum and like doesn't work hard feeling seemingly and like does what's easy. So after me feeling that way about myself for multiple years and that's a problem, no one told me that that's a problem necessarily. I just had it in me that those are bad habits and that I've built myself to sort of be a poorly functioning person. That was the idea I had about myself. Thinking all of that, and then to watch this video of this like clearly very inspiring project-based creative and very successful project-based creative, he literally says, I do what's easiest. and like I
Yeah.
do what comes out. Like for him to say that, which is like what I had been sort of getting on myself about doing. Like what I love so much about that video and like him saying that, like he does at any given moment what's easiest. That's literally what he says, word for word. Like for one, that's incredibly vindicating. But that also tells me like there's nothing inherently also wrong with me that like prohibits me from doing the things I want to do.
Yeah.
Like these projects aren't getting made because I have just these horrible habits that I can't like I need to like work to get over before I can even like think about starting something. That's not the case because it's just that is like knowing what you're working with and understanding yourself as a tool in your toolbox. Oh my god, you know what I mean? Like that's just like huge. I'm yeah. I'll share the video, sure, certainly. I'm also have no problem with just playing it later, like on a stream or something, like streaming it or something. It's only 12 minutes long, so it's not crazy long anyway. It's just so cool because like all of these, just everything I've been saying about it. Like I just it's a large that come mixed with like inspiration from music and stuff and like returning to the Stranger era thing. This like is a large part of the reason why I'm so fired up now. Is just because he like phrased things in such a good way and also sort of like I realized this is a person creatively that I feel I relate to. And more so that and like is someone that's wildly successful and capable despite having the same limitations I have. Even though they're like self-appointed limitations or that like I am my own limitations in some way. Like, oh my god, that's very vindicating. That like I don't know. I have like this would be like a dramatic way of phrasing it, but like no, I don't know. I can't think of like a good analogy. It's just
So that's someone that's successful, like, you know, isn't really they're not like on that grind set.
yeah, it's just amazing that because again, this guy, and again, the more you look into it too, the more daunting it seems. Like this guy's so prolific, and like he's made so many things and has been so successful, and just continues to do cool things because he wants to do them, and then he just puts his mind to it, kind of deal. You would think then that that would feel like such an impossible like mountain to climb, but he just sort of like put it, and not in some way that like he just sort of put himself on the same level playing field as me just like as like you know what I mean like he just
Yeah, because honestly, I feel like we all kind of are on the
yeah
same plane, to be honest.
it's just crazy that like because you would think like that's just thinking of someone like you super look up to that's like made all these amazing things blah blah blah. You just think that like oh I have to get to that point someday or blah blah blah, you know what I mean, like I have to build up to that, and you know you do just have to build yourself, and that just comes naturally by existing for long enough and continuing to do things as you exist. But like it's fucking amazing that someone that should be so difficult to like relate to in that sense. He just put it absolutely in words I can understand. Um, so cool. So that's why I'm very jazzed, and like I feel it's not even a matter now of like oh I want to do great things this year. It's like I'm gonna do great things this year. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, because it's like I realize I can. Yeah, it's quite cool. Very very jazzed. Um, I just that was like that's kind of summed up the last, especially all a lot of that has been concentrated in the last week of my life, but that's also like the last month of my life alongside like the work stuff and all blah 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 blah. Um, we're just under 2 hours of recording, which then means like an hour 40 ish of probably actual podcast. Um, I'm good with whatever because that was also me talking for like 30 fucking minutes.
You're good.
So just this is me saying like and maybe it's only just for like the next 5-10 minutes. That's me saying like I'm talked out in this immediate moment because I just kind of said everything I've been wanting to say and I've been thinking about. But I'm not you two, so like we don't have to stop. And I'm like I'm capable of continuing to go, but I'm also okay with like winding down or stopping or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, all I know is that I have to blow my nose right now.
I did it. Go for it.
Oh, I got like fuck all.
Yeah, I mean, I
I feel
think.
like
Mhm.
I feel like that's basically. I mean, I mentioned the stuff about like my bands. Like, I feel like that's the most of like the big stuff that's going on in my life right now.
Yeah,
And like you said, we are kind of parallel in the sense of like, you know, this is gonna be the year for like, actually like really pushing forward to like taking that seriously and like,
hmm
you know, I've made some pretty good achievements so far, but like I want to continue onward
hell yeah,
and like make a bit more. So yeah,
hell yeah.
and also we gotta get like I feel like I don't know the last time I talked to Aiden or Comic.
hmm I was kind of
Real.
assuming Aiden would actually pull up.
I thought so as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is he
I guess
still
he just
gaming?
hates us. Is he still what?
Is he still like gaming?
I don't know if it's just because he stopped talking because I just heard, is he still gay?
Always has been. Hotel.
Oh God.
Please. Um, it looks no, it doesn't look like he's on anymore.
Not well, he's online in Discord, but yeah, he stopped
Not in
playing.
the game.
Yeah, he stopped playing Total War a little bit ago.
I see comics fuck ass playing Bendy in the Ink Machine.
More like Betty and the Stink Machine. I think it's like $2 on
Yeah.
Steam right now.
Dang.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of
Forgot about that
sales.
game completely.
Maybe that's what it always should have been worth.
I can't imagine it was much more than that. Let me check. I think Aiden talked to me about it, but I don't know if it's on your radar too, Steve. I started playing Mega Bonk.
I heard about it.
Have
I
you heard of
never
it?
got around to like really looking into it.
It's neat. It's like a roguelike. I mean, I've only played it like I've had like 3 play sessions of it, I think. Um,
Not only has he been playing, he has a negative review on it.
he has a negative review of Shogun Total War.
No, sorry, I thought you meant Comic in the Ink Machine.
Oh, Comic has a negative
Oh.
review of Bendy.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Let me look at this.
It's like the Steam reviews of like dudes being like, "Oh, this game like sucks." It's like 700 hours.
Oh,
of
I love that,
hentai
yeah.
heroes.
I think that was me with Dead by Daylight. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I think it's
maybe
a
it's a
lot of
game like that.
comments.
Where the fuck? How can I access reviews? Why am I not seeing this?
I have
Oh my God.
3 comments on Steam.
Yeah. Also, the game was $20. Now it's $2.
Yeah, that's what should
I
have
remember
been
that
with.
game was so big. Now it's not.
Yeah, it's on sale for the next 14 hours.
I have a comment on Madden 24. Madden has made me the fool for another year. Don't make the same mistake I did. The finals where I was just really upset because they added a new mode.
hmm
This is the life and soul of this game. These idiots swapped it out for a fucking search and destroy clone. And then Elden Ring, I just said big sword.
Um,
I don't know if I've ever reviewed anything on Steam.
it looks like I've left 8 reviews. I think only one is serious. Bloons Tower Defense 6. I trust a dart monkey with my life. Nuclear Throne. The Nuclear Throne is what I call my toilet after Applebee's. Death Road to Canada was the serious review. I said one of the indie games of all time, by the way. One of the most fun co-op experiences I've experienced. Starbound, I said Bound 2, Fall in Love, because Bound 2 is a Kanye song. It's funny. The Coffin of Andy and Lele, I just said valid. That's Extreme Racing on Highway. I said life is a highway and boy am I riding it. Dead by Daylight, 1,000 hours on record. 896 at the time of review. I said this game sucks.
Yeah, that's gotta be me with like my 2,600 hours.
And then Wizard
I haven't
101.
played the game in years.
Wizard 101, 204 hours on record, 120 at review time. Ambrose Goatsy, which is like the wizard.
Oh, I was thinking of like I swear we knew somebody with that username.
I think Lucian had like a weird friend named Ambrose.
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
well, so
that
I say weird, and I probably still stand behind that. But he was the one that said, I literally thought about this today for the first time in like maybe a year.
really.
It was he said the asterisk picking picking out your picking out my pubes. She
Oh
loves me not. She
God.
loves me, she loves me not.
Yeah, I like very, very, very for some reason I don't remember. I just know that that was a person that like kind of hung out with us for like a period of time, but like
I don't think it was for
I
very
have
long.
no memories other than that.
Yeah. I just remember the like asterisks picking my pubes out. Like she loves me not. Which is like
Um,
that's one of the
pretty
best things
good.
that's ever been said for sure.
Yeah. But for some reason I like really, really remember like people that were only like in our old server for like maybe like a week. Like y'all were I'm about to like throw like a huge curveball, like I'm probably gonna reignite a memory when I say this, but y'all remember Moon?
Unfortunately, yeah. That
That was
was
insane. I don't know why I remember her so clearly because she was only there for like a week, if even.
yeah. But I mean
And Ambrose like actually talked to us like a lot.
that was Moongate though. That was like a whole situation. I
It was.
which in retrospect, like I don't remember all the details of it, and I'm sure like Jay or like other members could like push pieces together better. But like in retrospect now, it was just like some annoying kid, right? Wasn't that just kind of it?
Yeah, wasn't she like way too young to be on Discord, and so we kind of like kicked her out?
I think
Because wasn't
so.
she
It
like
was just that
11 or 12?
that was. Well, do you remember Loth or like
So
Gesture or
weird.
whatever the fuck?
Oh
Remember
God.
her?
Okay, yes, I do. I actually have nothing against her, but other than the fact that she was way too young to be on
She
Discord.
definitely shouldn't have been. Well, because I think that was like some
She was
psycho.
nice, but just I don't know.
I think
I felt uncomfortable.
I think that was some psycho thing where like she joined when like the server started, and so we were all like
Yeah,
15 because that was like
yeah,
2019. That was like a half year kind of before like Fab started being founded. And like a good chunk of us, yeah. It was Steve when we were on the Vegas trip is when that server started. Um, not that you don't remember that.
Yeah.
I was not that you don't remember
No, I
that. I was
was
just
about to say.
yeah. I was just pointing. I was using like a frame of reference. But if we were like 15ish then, I'm pretty sure she had joined and she was like 10, and then she like
oh,
we
God.
booted her by the time she was like. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she could like 10, 11, but I just remember she was like probably 13 at the most when we were like Jesus, like get out. Why has
Yeah,
this been here for this long?
yeah.
Oh my
It's
god.
crazy. The only like memory that I have of her was like we were playing Minecraft on like our old server.
Yeah.
I remember like feeling really uncomfortable, but like I also kind of felt bad because I didn't like want to treat her any differently just because of that, you know? But like I don't know, it was just really weird because we were just playing Minecraft together. But I'm like, why am I don't feel comfortable with the fact that she's like 12 right now.
And then
Which I don't know.
there was like
It's
this
weird.
weird thing. I can't remember the name of this girl, but I'm pretty sure her name also started with L and like maybe was like semi short. But I'm pretty sure it was like sort of a weird girl that Gray brought on that also might have been like one of her exes or something. And then like I don't think any of us really
But
liked her.
was it the girl that like barely ever talked? Or am I thinking I'm thinking of Day, right? Or was that the name?
Day never talked. Day almost never talked, but Jay also wouldn't want
I
to get rid of
liked Day
them.
though.
I think
Oh.
I think they did like Fire Emblem art or something. Like they were kind of cool from what I remember, but like they might
Yeah,
have been in
I only
like
had like
one
5 interactions
VC
ever.
and then
Yeah.
like never said it was never active ever again. And when we were kicking inactive people, Jay was like, I'm not kicking them," which is fine. It
Yeah.
was just like they never contribute. I don't know. Maybe they've talked since. I don't know if they're still there. Um,
I gotta like check now.
I
I'm
can't
too
rem-
curious.
I can't remember the name of this person. And same deal. Like we need them. We need one of them as historians, preferably one compared to the other. But Jay and or Gray would definitely remember. Um, but like she, I think, and Loft talked a lot, and I think they had like some pretty like weird, uncomfortable
Uh,
like text conversation about like periods or something. I think,
Weird.
and then like Jay was like, I think, or like someone was like, I think we need to like put a stop to this or like get them out because this is just like pretty weird. Um, yeah, it's funny how it's like serious shit was like when you're in it, but like this was like us
Yeah.
like running like a less than 20 person sized Discord
Yeah.
server in high school. Like that and there's like just so much lore. There's just
I know. It's kind
yeah.
of crazy like how much I feel like I remember. Also, yes, I just checked. Day is still in the server, which I'm actually kind of like weirdly happy about.
I mean,
I feel like
you
she's
know,
just like the universal constant.
maybe she is like a load bearing member. Do you remember
Load.
is Ghost can't still be there, can he?
No, he is.
I-
I checked that
Is
too. I
he
was like, is
actually?
Ghost still here? He
Okay.
is. He's
S-
actually online right now.
So he
Crazy.
and
He was kind of funny, but
so
like
that's the
earlier.
thing. For one, he was like I think he was like one of the members that was like kind of active like at the very beginning, and then he went super
Yeah.
inactive. And there was like this little saga where like there was like almost like a little bit of respect gained because he got kicked for inactivity. Like there was like sort of like a wave of like booting a bunch of people, and then she like re-advertised, and then he came back, and then it was like, and
Yeah.
then he started being active, and I was like, oh, that's actually kind
He
of
did. I
cool.
remember playing like VR chat with him.
Yeah,
I have
but
very clear memories of that.
but
He
he
was funny.
and so yes, like I will give him that like funny and like it's funny and like some calls and stuff. That dude definitely, and I can't I don't know about now, like I don't know the situation, and again, Jay will probably have more lore. That dude was definitely weird.
Yeah,
And
I
maybe in
kind
some
of
like anime
remember
way or
something
something,
about
but he
that.
was like sending me because I guess like I remember I had that arc about like oh I like anime bunny girls or whatever like that was like my high school thing.
Yeah.
Um, it's so
Rabbit
like I'm
hole.
so I mean not that like that's still not lit, but I just making it my brain. I just so unrelatable to myself and like 4 years ago now. Um, fucking he like was like oh so you like bunny girls? Here's this game, and it was like some like really weird like lolly Steam game. I'm like
Uh-huh.
okay. Yeah, I don't know. Well, that was the other thing too, though. I don't know what he like did or does. He was like he bought like games, so many fucking Steam games, like constantly. He was like always on Steam, like always gaming. He's just
Yeah, I remember
very devoted gamer.
bro. Yeah, he had like wallpaper engine running at
Yes.
like literally every single hour of every single day for like years.
Yeah.
And then if it wasn't that, he was playing a game.
Yeah. Yeah. That's stuff. Stuff for sure.
Yeah, I remember like it's like so weird because I feel like I wanted to mention this earlier back when we were talking about like some of like the stuff of like how we met, but like I remember very, very clearly the first time that I like joined a call with all of you guys. I
Hmm.
remember like where I was sitting on my bed and like the angle of like where I was. I don't know why I remember it so well, but I remember like clicking the call. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna join this call full of like random people I've never met before. I remember specifically Jay had like a profile picture of like this like panda thing.
Yes. Yeah. The like Xbox Panda.
And yes, yes, that's what it was. And I remember thinking, Brady, that you were blonde
That I
before
was
I saw what
blonde.
you looked like. I don't know why
Did
I
I just
remember
like?
telling you that too.
You thought you were stupid.
Did I just give? Oh, you know what? Maybe
No,
did I just give blonde? That's fun. That's
I
funny.
don't know why. I mean, maybe to like 16-year-old me.
Hmm.
And then I remember comic was there too. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe skill, but I know it was definitely you, Jay, and comic were definitely there. And then I remember like listening to the ASDF movie thing, but like not actually watching it, but just listening to it.
Yeah, because I think we
Like
put it. I
on the
think we.
rhythm bot.
Yeah, totally.
Crazy.
I was playing. I know exactly what I was playing while we were listening to it too. I was playing the fucking. It was like this is like more of a comic game. I don't know why I was playing it. It was like a. It was like BlazBlue. Steve, it was whatever
Oh
fighting
yeah.
game like the Ruby characters had a
The one that
crossover
yeah
with.
that had Blaze Blue.
Yeah, and it was like that was like a game that was like on sale on Switch for like $5. So I was like playing it. I fucking hate fighting games, or at least like
I
2D
remember we
2D
were all
ones like
pretty
that.
big on fighting games for a while.
Yeah, I know comics always been huge. Scale and comic are very
Yeah,
very
like
big
comic
fighting
is
game people.
yeah. And, like occasionally, like I feel like Steve maybe like you were a little on the fighting game grind a little
Was
bit.
that?
We
Maybe
did
not though.
we did some we did Rivals of Aether a couple times.
Oh
Oh
yeah, that's what it was. I
yeah.
remember because that and then also what's the one of like where you get to just play like the like Bugs Bunny, isn't it? It's like a bunch of like cartoon
Oh,
characters.
multiverses.
I
Yeah,
never
I
got into
remember
that
playing that a
one.
little.
Scale and comic got very
They
into
were big
that.
into that.
Yeah, I kind of never at first I was a little judgmental because I was like it's literally just Smash Bros. But I mean, it was kind of fun. I probably wouldn't play it again, but I mean, it was fun for what it was.
Yeah. I think Rivals Racer is like probably literally the only other fighting game other than Smash that I've actually genuinely enjoyed. I
Yeah,
Because for one, I just it's so frustrating for me the like traditional 2D fighters like Mortal Kombat or like Street Fighter or whatever.
yeah, like
Um,
Dragon Ball games.
because like and like I want to like those games because they seem like a vibe, but there's like something about I guess being raised on Smash where it's like a lot floatier, freer movement. It's like just feels too stiff. But I don't even love
Yeah,
all of the like Smash clones. Like Multiverses, I think I played for a little bit. It was kind of neat, but I knew it wouldn't like hold me. Um,
yeah. I never really liked the way that it played
yeah,
fully.
it's hard to replicate. So yeah, I don't
But,
know.
but anyway, sorry, not to like like backtrack again, but like I remember specifically when we were listening to the ASDF movie thing, I
Yeah.
was like sitting, I had my phone on my like guitar amp. I remember just sitting like on my floor, like my bedroom floor, just against the wall, like kind of just envisioning the scenes in my head. I don't know
Hmm.
why I remember that specifically.
Yeah, I
You know?
remember.
Okay.
Uh huh.
What's up?
Well, it's just I remember there being an arc just for like, and it probably didn't even last that long. It was probably just the first couple months of knowing you or whatever. Maybe not even a couple months. I just remember you used to have like a really horrible mic, and that like,
Yeah, I knew exactly what you're gonna
and
say
that
when
we
you
were
said
like,
horrible. I'm like, yep.
and that we were like, this dude's really cool, but like we feel bad because like we keep not being able to hear him. They're just like it doesn't. It was like a whole
Yeah,
thing.
dude. I don't know what. I'm so glad I ended up getting new headphones, or like maybe I didn't get new headphones, but I at least like switched to like what like the input, or sorry, not input. Like the I guess it was like input output of like basically like switching the mic from like my crappy like headset mic to like the laptop's mic
Yeah.
because somehow the laptop's mic was like infinitely better than like my Bluetooth headphones. Which the headphones were nice for like listening to music, but the mic was like god awful. It was so bad. Like I felt like I was in another room and also in a jar and also being like actively bit crushed.
I don't like that's the thing is like I don't think I was clipping early enough to be able to have any recording of it, but
Yeah.
I would
It's
love
probably
to
for
have a
like a
recording
month
of it.
or not even maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think it lasted that long. It just that was so funny.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I can't believe that is what y'all kind of heard when I first kind of joined. Like, how did you even like get to know me?
I don't
Like
know.
with a mic like that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's the thing. It must not have been that bad. Um,
Yeah. It was just kind of hard to. It was just really bit crushed.
yeah.
It was, that was all.
It's funny though.
Yeah. I
Well,
remember like uh we used to like stay up extremely late, and I have a specific memory of Comic being like, because he went to bed,
yeah.
and then we like we were like talking all night, and then he woke up and he was like, "You guys are still on call?
Yeah, he like joined
Like
at
I'm
like 8 in
going
the
to school
morning.
right now." Yeah,
Yeah. It's fucking awesome.
I remember so much of like the early days, but then like things start to blur, like maybe a little after that.
Yeah.
Everything kind of mixes together. But I remember like meeting you guys very, very well somehow.
Well, because we're memorable people.
Yeah.
We're a privilege.
Well, that was the reminisce episode or something.
Yeah, that was the good old days portion of the episode.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, actually, let me check the time again. Okay, now I probably assume this episode has actually hit 2 hours. Um, yeah, I don't know. Do you feel like capping it or?
Ah. I mean, unless we can think of anything else to talk about. I mean, I don't really have anything.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like we could just, it's the kind of thing where like we can kind of like I'm sure we could just go and go and go and go, but like for the episode's sake, we probably don't have to.
Also, yeah, in terms of like episode content, I think we're chilling.
Yeah, I think that was like good.
Yeah.
I mean, because I was even. It occurred to me. I think I want to do because listening to a lot of these. Hank, do you think I should? Maybe I'll leave it. I was gonna say, do you think I should cut off the episode before I go on this mini tangent or after? But like, it won't be very long. It also doesn't matter. It's not like it changes it. I'll just hit a button when I hit the button. Um, but listening to more and more of these Hank Green videos and like him talking about just his process, but also just kind of anything, I I've kept maybe thinking about wanting to do, and then like listening to Bernie Burns' podcast and stuff. Like I'm absorbing a lot of the voices of these project based creatives I've been talking about, um, and like in slightly smallish formats because the Hank Green videos don't usually stretch that long. It's like 5 minutes to like 20 minutes, and then the Bernie like daily podcast is like 20 minutes to 30 minutes. Um, it's kind of maybe crossed my mind, and I've wanted to do something like this for a while, but not really. I'm still haven't really figured out how I want to do it, and I think there's going to be a point where I just have to like make a shitty version of whatever it's going to be. Um, where I kind of maybe want to do uh an audio based show, so a podcast on Zemicide. Um, and so then presumably it would maybe mostly be solo. And I came up with a long list of shit I want to talk about, but like some of the shit I got into here is like kind of the kind of thing that I want to talk about on there. Like, um, just kind of the shit I got on with like with the Hank Green video, and then the whole thing we talked about like being jazzed about like this year and like wanting to take things seriously and all that. And it's not like I couldn't talk about that stuff again for us for the solo video, but I also kind of think the conversation benefited tremendously from having multiple people be a part of it. So that's kind of what's difficult about wanting to do a solo podcast is like I fucking love talking, but a solo show of any kind. I mean, it's if my attempts at trying to stream are kind of the big example of that. It's fucking hard to do. So I kind of get why Hank Green's videos are short. Like I'd rather them be longer, but if you can like just say some neat shit for like 8 minutes and then kind of call it, like I kind of get it. So maybe I could still try and make a video like it, but just focus on it being short. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out, but it's also not terribly relevant. It's just the idea of like whatever I was gonna maybe do there was done a lot better here because it wasn't just me. Um, so I'm glad that like I said the kind of shit I wanted to say in this format. Um, it was just I was also like brainstorming, but like alongside coming up with trying to come up with things to talk about here, I had like made a decent list of stuff to talk about there. Um, yeah, I'll figure that out at some point. Um, okay, well that was strangercast up to 28. That was our first episode of 2026, and
Hey,
our
that's yeah.
yeah, and so our first episode now of the this would be the so it's 2 years old. So it turned two. Because you know when you're born, you're not one, you're zero. So
Yeah. I remember my brother big, so like baffled by that concept.
oh
Like it was
yeah, that's
that's
right.
like you like you're not one yet, like you turned one because
Yeah,
you've been like a year old, but he's like, what? But it like starts at one. You
yeah.
can't be zero.
That fucked with me so hard. I had a thing that I was
Yeah,
like
me
really
too. When
adamant.
I was like,
Yeah, I had a thing I was really adamant about as a kid that my mom had to be like, that's just not how that works. Is like I thought we were like dead, then we were born, then we die again. Like I just thought like the not existing portion before was like you're dead. You know what I mean? Like I just
yeah. I mean, maybe that's kind of what it's like before you were born, I guess, in
I
a way. But
guess.
yeah, I get what you mean.
And you know, if you believe in reincarnation or whatever, then you do die before you're born, blah 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 in that sense. But like I was just so adamant. I'm like, no, you like it's not like that idea of being zero, it's like you're dead and then you start. And
Yeah, it's so funny how like it's my child brain also thought of zero as like just not existent at all.
yeah.
Like, it's like if you're zero, then you're not even alive yet.
Yeah.
But that's like obviously like not really fully true.
Yeah.
Like you're just not a year yet.
Well, that's the trippiness about when you turn a certain year because it's actually you when you turn 23, you're not 23 then. You that's you. So like me being about to turn
It's
23.
23 years.
Yes, like
Yeah.
that is you're celebrating the completion of that number year. So like when I turn 23, that is so actually me saying like I've been 22 for a while. This past year of my life, I've been in my 23rd year. That's the trippiness. Um,
Yeah, I remember being like, wait, I'm like I'm like 11, and I was born in 2004. I was
Dude,
like,
yeah. The years shit, because that's like the weirdness is like sometimes you can do simple math, but then also like depending on the month, it's not like 1 to 1 like that. That always pissed me off as a kid. I'd like,
yeah,
I hated like calculating years.
yeah. Because I remember also being like my parents are kind of young, but like I think my mom was. This is really young now that I said out loud, but like she was like 18 when she was pregnant with me, right? But then 19 when I was born. It's
Yeah,
crazy because that's me now, so I can't even imagine having kids. Anyway, but like, uh, I was like, my brain would always confuse like her age because I always when she told me that it was like, oh, okay, you're 18, so that means when I was like born, you were 18. But no, she was 19 because of the ways like the months kind
yeah,
of. By the time I was born, like actually birthed, I was, she was 19,
yeah.
which makes her like 41. Wait,
Um,
or 40? I don't even know. My parents are young.
Yeah, I think my mom is like early to mid 50s.
Yeah.
Um, so but yeah, and so then the trippiness with his birthday is that on my birthday I will be entering my 24th year is what that actually is.
Wait, your birthday's like soon.
Yeah, on the 10th. Um,
Dude, I feel so bad. I've been so inactive. I feel like I missed like I was definitely not on Discord at all like for your birthday, Steve, unfortunately. I'm sorry I missed that.
it's all
Uh
good, man.
or Mina's technically, because I think theirs are like they're like only a few days apart.
yeah,
Like by 2 days?
I think 3 because I think it's the third and the sixth.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, if
But
it's
okay, so yours and then Jay's is in February. Mine's in March.
yeah, if it's any consolation, Aaron, 'cause like you saying like you were offline for a couple birthdays. I consistently I remembered Aiden's birthday the day after, and then was like, and Aiden didn't give a shit. He was like, "Dude, you're cool," because he was doing stuff with family anyway. And so then just the next day we hung
Yeah.
out. With like the next night we hung out and got McDonald's. Um,
Nice.
but I was like so mortified. I was like, God.
Yeah.
And then I did it with Steven.
No, dude, I remember because I remember thinking that like the most recent one was Steven and Mina. Because I was like it was like around Christmas time and I was like, oh shoot, wait, their birthdays literally were like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
And like I've just been completely so busy with like the band, so like I haven't even like I wanted to at least send like a message. But it's okay because I don't even think I did it for like anybody this year really.
yeah. I mean, to be fair
Like
too,
not even like Comic or like Skell because their birthday is like what like July and or
September.
June or July. And then September, yeah.
Yeah. It was any consolation, unless I'm misremembering. But Steve, you and then Mina were both like very busy around your birthdays anyway, because like
Oh yeah,
school,
no,
like
I was studying, man.
yeah, like super in the thick of like school and finals and shit.
What
So,
should do that sucks. I'm sorry about that.
well, I guess the rest now.
It's over. That's all that matters.
Yeah, right. Like,
Yeah.
it's just well, that's what got me through some of the rougher parts of college. You know, me having to draw pictures for school. It's like the uh the thought of like the,
When you were talking about how you had a grade that you had to just write a fan fiction,
and that I didn't even
and
do
then
it.
not only did you not do it, you still got the A when you didn't have to do it.
Yeah, I skipped. I think two maybe for that class alone, like 2 whole projects, and still passed. I not only passed, but like did well. So that was such a whack year. I like fumbled.
Okay.
I was so late. They let me get away with so much bull. But regardless, still have to get through it. I had that mindset a lot of like, no matter what happens, like let's say like my last day was like Monday or whatever. It's like no matter what happens after Monday, it's done. You know what I mean? Like even if it's great or horrible or it just sucks or it's like boring or it's fast or short,
Yeah.
just like after this period onwards, it's over. Like cut off.
Only have to do it
Yeah.
once,
Yeah,
ideally.
yeah. I liked that. That was a comforting thought process.
During finals week this year, I just kept going no matter what's over on Monday.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so I remember. So So the Stranger Cast is entering its 3rd year of existence, which is trippy.
Dang.
Wait, was I wrong about that? Because we just had this conversation.
Or wait,
It was 0.
technically, right? Because it just hit 2, so we're like on the way to like. Or no, I guess this is like.
Oh,
now-
yeah, no. So that is it. Because it was born just at the end of 2023. And then when we came back for like a little season 2 thing, we did like that like little chunk of the episodes in the 20s, in like sort of that November, December, January. It celebrated its year anniversary, therefore entering its 2nd year of life. And then this past Christmas Eve, that was the completion of its 2nd year. And now it's starting its 3rd year. So yes, like it is that same deal. Like you're actually in the year of whatever age you're about to turn on your birthday. Because it's actually the end of that number. It's so weird. It's just like time is fucked up. Like that's just so weird.
Numbers are weird. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm like literally just like psyching myself out, but isn't it like it's existed for 2 years now? Yeah, so it is. It's more than 2
Are
years,
you
but it's not 3 years.
Got a problem?
You guys are just struggling so much with this.
Well, time's a trippy concept. Because you understand all your life that, like, I don't know. I'm gonna lay it on the line. I'm gonna be completely honest. I learned that idea that like your birthday is actually you completing that year. I learned that like in December. Like I registered that as like being a thing very fucking recently. That like when I'm turning 23, that's me completing my 23rd year of life. That's not me starting being 23. It's me finishing being 23, which is weird. Yeah. Good lord. So, Stranger Cast is entering its 3rd year of life. It has completed 2 full years of existing, and has now started. We're a week or 2 into starting its 3rd year of existence. Not that it's been awake that entire time.
Say we're entering year 3.
Yeah.
We're entering year 3, guys. Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, we're entering year 3 of Stranger Cast. Let's.
Isn't it weird how like it's like older than 2, but not quite 3?
I'll write a formula for what this is.
Let's. Not that it has to be weekly. I don't imagine it even will be. But let's get back to
I should get back to casting like semi-regularly.
yeah,
because
like
I
make
miss
it a semi-regular situation.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. See,
Yes, yeah.
Alright, we mathematically made an equation
Yeah.
to represent what year we're in.
We should probably end it now.
yeah, I know, but then there's like moments like this that happen, and it's so funny.
Yeah. Well, but granted, the bit of the last 10 minutes of conversation have been about like, oh, okay, well, welcome back to Stranger Cast. We're almost done.
Yeah,
Yeah. Let's call it. Not that we have to stop hanging out after.
me when I have Pennywise on the phone, let's call it.
Okay. On that note, we'll see you probably in a couple weeks, my guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit
See
click
you guys in
now.
2028.
It's fucking 2 diaper changes till 2028.
I have some pretty spacious diaper